Okay, I got about 1:30. Then I'm out. Let me get this shit out here, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this conversation. And I'm gonna just be honest. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. If you don't like what I said, you don't like how I speak, you don't like how I come about doing this, I already sent out the emails to anybody who's a content creator. I already done talk with y'all. I done even did a show. I even said, hey, first one's on me. I took down, I wasn't in sound mind. Wasn't in sound mind when I was in my bed. Probably kind of fell asleep a little bit. Tired. I had a lot that it's crazy when you stare at the ceiling for so fucking long. You're trying to figure out men, mainly your classification of men, because I try to empathize and say maybe, just maybe, there's a reason why. Why? And see, I understand people can say, well, what are you going to do about it? You can't police nobody. You can't do nothing. And I said, so why the fuck did y'all even make this space? Why did y'all try to form up a network? If you're trying to police knowledge, that way everybody can be on some kind of core that literally that y'all could go full time. I don't know how to seriously take people in this space. Mainly a lot of the men. Mainly a lot of the men. Y'all bitched about the women. You bitched about the community. You bitched about the culture. But y'all like to sit on a panel with people who like to make jokes about sticking their penises in children and say that's just what men do. No. That's what type of men do. I don't understand. I don't understand why y'all stood out. I don't understand why some of y'all were just never accepted. And you see, I'm watching the intellectual arena because some of y'all like to affiliate with these people very casually. You're very coarse with them. Oh, we got them on our side. Trust me. We got the generals, Tito's and them. They're on our side. We got the Glendons. And I see a lot of the dudes that are on this side that even try to defend him. I'm like, what the fuck? I never seen so much pedo defense force in my life. I never seen so many men that openly can gracefully come out. I mean, don't get me wrong. We had the women. There's like a sprinkle of women that have come out and said some crazy shit. And we come at them. We said things about them. But the vibration of how men so easily feel empathetic, like they feel empathy for them. And see, so long as you say something, I understand. In this space, so long as you say something, you're not black, you get a pass. Somebody's going to accept you. Or you got to just say it in the right frame. This is why I know I don't fit in at this table. I don't fit in at this group. This is why I said what I said last night when I was tired. I said, yo, I'm getting tired of defending black men. I'm getting tired of defending this group of people. This whole space needs to burn. My culture's not dysfunctional. You motherfuckers are definitely dysfunctional. Some of y'all that talk about y'all good guys, but then y'all make bastard kids. But you ain't even wife the bitch that you got pregnant. Some of y'all dudes who always talk about Pookie, but then y'all got records also. Listen, bro. I sat back. Yeah, I sat back and actually started doing my research. A lot of you motherfuckers got records. Isn't that a bitch? A lot of the motherfuckers in this space that are content creators or literally jump on panels complaining got so many goddamn records in this bitch. Who the fuck are y'all? I mean, I get it, but y'all got some pretty fucked up shit on y'all. I got something for a speeding ticket. I know why I went to jail. I had a speeding ticket and I didn't pay it. Then they come to find out, oh, they threw it out. It actually was paid. They just didn't take the woman at the clerk office didn't take it off the computer. Which they went back and got me a job. Say, hey, we messed up. So shout out to Fuda for going to Waffle House and getting my job. I don't know what it is about y'all, but I now know y'all are really mentally fucked up and sick. And y'all gonna say, well, stop saying that, BMT. Stop throwing that on the men. I'm starting to believe now that the women might actually have a point about a lot of y'all dudes, man. And don't get me wrong, we got these fucked up women that will suck y'all off and rim job y'all assholes to try to please y'all, make y'all feel good about the stupid shit y'all say. Y'all too casually go along with the get along. It was just a joke. That's how you know the men in this space are weak. Fuck. There are worse jokes out there said by black people. Y'all are weak, bitch ass people in my eyes. The whole lot of y'all. I can give a fuck how y'all feel about it. It's just me speaking. You can take it how you want to take it. You can make your response video. Honestly, we already know that there's a difference of power. I mean, you fucking keyboard warriors. I mean, you can't I mean, you just can't. We just don't match up. Sit in y'all trucks, make your responses, sit in your fucking basement, sit in your second or third world country, sit in Texas or whatever fucking backdoor shanty shack you sit in. Y'all lame. When you start actually looking at the resume of a lot of these men that speak and complain, you're lame as fuck. Are y'all that fucked up? Are y'all that bussified broken? Can you believe that, Mike? These men run more. Like, see, this is why this is why when y'all said the manosphere could have been a great thing, that's a fucking lie. It couldn't. How could it have been a great thing if y'all take on the weak? You carry the weak with y'all. There's no set standard in this motherfucker. That's what I said, man. Like a lot of these people, man, are worse than whatever the fuck is out there outside the camp. Y'all know what the fuck this motherfucker said. Y'all know the shit that he and the people that he hang around, and y'all still fuck with. Just like y'all and RBR run hand in hand, bro. Listen, man, any non-black can come to this space and talk all the shit they want. Black men will suck them off and go along with them. No pushback. For the most part. I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of these vitriol fucked up motherfuckers, they go along with whatever people say about the people. And no wonder why the black man is at the bottom of the fucking scale. You'll do anything for clout just to get recognition. even if it means bending over and letting motherfuckers spit on you. I said what I said. I don't give a fuck with how y'all feel about it. Man, it's just a joke, man. The N-word, it don't have no power. Bullshit. Y'all the only niggas. Y'all, it's only in this group. They'll say the N-word don't have no power, but then the feminism word has power for them. But if you say certain words about certain other groups, why is it other groups shut down words said about them? You can call a nigga in this group a nigga hundreds of times. Say that FAG word about an LGBT person. See how long you last. Y'all not in no position of power in this bitch. I've been here for 6 years and I ain't seen shit yet. Y'all don't stand for no policies in this motherfucker. You damn sure don't have no standards. I've been standing 10 toes down on a lot of shit, man. I've been showcasing my life. I've been living by a standard. I've been showing, moving in different houses, doing different things, and putting brothers and sisters on. Only thing a lot of these fools want to be put onto is puss. Learn about the latest PlayStation or tech shit. Fucking basement dwellers and shit. Weirdos. Cosplayers. Wanted to be a man or be around men. Y'all get on panels and talk about penis and penis envy too fucking much for me. I don't see race. If you don't see race, then why you talk about angry black women? Just let that set in. They don't see race, but they always talk about black people and black women. So clearly you must see something, you dumb motherfucker. But see, this is why I say the intellectual property in this bitch. A lot of y'all got some vitriol, man. From those niggas to these goddamn lame ass motherfuckers, bro. We get why Pookie's fucked up. We do. Pookie will make a song while he's fucked up. We get that. We get that doggone autistic kid. We accept that. Why? Well, we gotta just hold that card with him. But some of y'all, man, y'all are even more dangerous motherfucker in this bitch. Oh, BMT, you're pro-black. You know what? I guess I will have to be. If it means I have to distinguish myself from you motherfuckers, I guess I will have to take that card. I'd rather be for something than be for motherfuckers talking about stomping on my neck, spitting on me, and talking about all kind of crazy shit. They gonna say, BMT, who talk about spitting on you? Well, dude, you had a dude talking about putting his penis in the girl's butthole. And ain't none of y'all men said shit. Y'all sat there and just said, it was just a joke. I don't know why black people get mad. They're so easily offended. Wait a second. So y'all sat on the panels and defended that shit for them. No wonder why Joe Rogan says what he says about y'all. No wonder why anybody from Joe Biden and all these motherfuckers, no wonder why they understand there's no holistic pushback. Newsflash, motherfucker. Well, black people defending the crack bill. Wait. So now you got black dudes running on panels saying black people defending crack bill. What black person is literally jumping up and down? Where are we making money off of crack like that? We don't even run the supply lines. We're not even the distributors. So but see, I understand. You motherfuckers are bots, agents, Vitriolic people. No play. Gotta ruin everybody's day. Fuck your dirty feet bitches. And fuck your goddamn Tijuana motherfuckers that y'all rock with, man. Y'all on that Fugazi shit, man. And I gotta just say, I try to hold back and probably, respectfully just ask people like, hey, did you know or do y'all understand the shit that y'all do? Y'all do get it. Y'all choose not to get it. But y'all like pulling the statistics. Now, hold on. I like this one. This guy right here said this. How many of y'all let black people call you the N-word? Let's get at that. Because I'm here for the arena today. I'm here for the arena today. Because I swear the deflection is so strong in this bitch. A black person calling you the N-word. Hmm? Hmm? I would like to know. And you see, a lot of y'all, this is the thing that's interesting. You don't hear that amongst any other race. When the Asians call all kind of names, the Hispanics call each other guaylos and shit. Every roof of every ethnicity calls their people different things of slurs because it's from their people. But then you have the intellectual property. Well, black people call each other the N-words. I don't see why other people can't say it. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we really doing right now? This how y'all move? I've seen gay dudes call each other the F word. Let me say that same shit. It ain't gonna be received the same way. Women call each other bitch. You think it's gonna be received the same way if I call them that? What are you saying? But y'all running this fade for them. Y'all like bringing up statistics about us. But then you empathetically like bringing up what other motherfuckers do and say, well, why can't y'all get y'all shit together? There is no bigger defender of the bullshit than people in this space. I told y'all what that motherfucker said and done did. Yet y'all still fuck with him. But then y'all say black men need to get their shit together. I'm starting to see an ongoing trend, man. Pookie may not be the only problem we got. Pookie is a lower vibration power problem. He's easily can be dealt with. Pookie can't sit in no boardroom. Pookie ain't writing no fucking laws. Hell, majority of the laws that get written are not by Pookie. Y'all get so happy and turned on seeing a motherfucker in a suit. Make makes sense. I'm like, what the fuck do y'all be around? Hang on, let me drop the link. I mean, like I said, but I got time to speak with. I got time to speak with y'all. Because understand this, man. I could tell y'all. Let me see. Do I have it? You know, I had a long talk with that piece of shit motherfucker. I ain't talking with him actually. He texted me. He said, "How could you put that information about me out there? How dare you?" You know, do I still have it? If I told y'all what he really thought about y'all, if I told y'all what he really thought about y'all, but then again, I can understand now. Y'all don't give a fuck. Is he got his fist? You know, the infinity of love. A lot of people. This is why I know I don't fit in. I never try to fit in. I never try to get along. I never try to go along with just what motherfuckers got to say. I know y'all gonna say, "Well, BMT, that's a fuck up shit that you doing today." I don't give a fuck. I don't fuck y'all feelings. Fuck y'all panel and fuck the fuck y'all got to say. Y'all don't want to. Hey man, we just can't really fucking get along. Let me read y'all. Let me read y'all got to say. Mm-hmm. Lots of I know there's a lot of cloud dwellers. How many of y'all let black people say the N-word? How do jokes correlate to actions? Are you saying violent jokes take lead action? Yeah, actually they do. Actually they do, Free Zone. They actually do. Actually, and it's actually been proven. It's actually been proven. You can look up stuff that they made on the radio stations, and then after that, people come and start doing shit to people. That's why certain groups. I need to know the stupid manosphere dude that race don't matter. Okay, well, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I don't around. Mm-hmm. Well, you're not black, so I don't think you would ever have anything to do with what the fuck we talk about on that one. Okay, I don't allow it. Okay, that's fair. I could drop the link on that, but I find very interesting the talking points that a lot of people and anybody could come if you want to defend your if y'all want to defend y'all snowman, the angry snowman. You're free. You're free. But I want you to understand this jawline motherfucker. This man right here. I'm not rocking. I don't listen. Y'all. I want you to understand. Y'all can watch from the clouds or any of that bussified shit that y'all do. But see, I know y'all gonna get back on the panel and start talking about the Constitution. And I was like, see, that's the thing that they tell them to do, Mike.
Yeah.
They'll talk about Constitution. They'll talk about dysfunction. They'll talk about the anarchy of the fail of the nation, all that shit. They'll talk about what they want them to talk about.
Right. These guys, man, they, and the other thing is BFT. I mean, I understand, but I try to have patience with certain people because
We gotta stop having patience.
they. I know.
It's just
I'm
like
bad. I know. They don't have patience with Pookie, and they want to. They always talking about leaving somebody behind, and all this old silly stuff, and they're the ones getting left behind because what's going to end up happening is they don't even understand it. Like it's almost like they're putting themselves in staying in inferior mindset. They're making themselves inferior so that they can feel comfortable and friends with the type of people they want to be friends with. And all of those people got to do is give them a little pat on the head like a puppy. You're a good one. You're not like the rest. You're what most of your people are, they have a problem, but not you. They're different.
You know what's crazy
Well, I
about
do
it?
have my great grandfather was white, and so maybe that's it.
You know what's crazy? I literally when I had listen, man, this dude went on a whole rant tangent talking about black people with his white friends.
Yeah.
And then later on, y'all stupid motherfuckers put them on y'all panels to say, well, black people do worse things than that. I'm like, wait.
They really have a sickness, man. I guarantee you, they know something's wrong. It's like in their heart, they know something wrong, but they keep lying to themselves. Like maybe they got it's something. It's a problem in there. They know something wrong with that.
See, the thing about it is, see, our problem, Mike, is we have a standard. That's our problem. We came to a non-standard place with standardless men and women, and the problem. This is where
Mm.
This is where we're walking on
Say
eggshells.
that. Repeat that again, because that was pretty deep. You said you came to a non-standard place with
We
standardless
came
men.
to a non-standard. We, as men of standard, we came to a non-standard place,
Mm.
a sphere, a hub,
Yeah.
a fucking goddamn orgy of non-standard lists. And we're trying to triage that of which is a cancer that can't be triaged. You can't treat this type of shit because no matter what you do, it's like if you took a fucking animal out of the wild and it's going to scratch and claw at the screen door to get back into the wild. And so no matter what you say, no matter what functionality or what kind of logic that me, Mike, and certain other men and women talk about, it's not going to matter in this bitch because they're doped up on the fuck shit so much in their ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's a narcanic drug. They start. I shit you
It's
not.
true.
Anything that we bring up that's
Well,
factual, they're
yeah,
going
and
to
the thing
compare.
is though, it's like all they got to do is it's the drug itself is like validation from a white face. It's like, oh, you're good, you're good. Those other ones are bad. That's enough right there for them.
And,
That's
and see,
enough. That's all they need.
the thing about it, I listen, yo. I worked with these people, fought alongside with these people. This is not me talking. I don't have no vitriol on my heart. I just understand the order of law of things in the world. I do. Y'all think because we say the N word, other groups don't be in house saying their little N word, whatever it is, to their own people? You don't think the Asians don't call their people certain stuff? Or Hispanics? White people call each other trailer trash and liberal and all kind of crazy shit. They
Right,
got their
but we're
own
not
peace.
supposed to do that.
I know
I
you're not
had
supposed to.
a white
Don't
guy
say the
check.
N word, Mike. Don't say the N word.
Yeah. No, I had a white guy check a brother. He thought he got too close and called the guy, the RN neck, right? Redneck, right? He did that in front of everybody, like he was real cool. And the white guy was like, "What is your problem? Who are you?" He checked him in front of everybody. That's how. But see, these guys don't understand that dynamic. They don't understand the series of power. That's actually putting yourself on an equal ground. If you're comfortable with people who would disrespect that's not friends, man. They don't understand that. That is dominant and subordinate. That's what that is. That's what dominant and subordinate kind of talk is. And a lot of these guys don't understand that they're literally putting themselves in the subordinate portion of that dynamic. They don't even know. They think oh no, we the same because we both could say the N word and we both could talk about Pookie. So we're all the same. No, they're looking at you like, yeah, you're pathetic.
Now,
You're
here's the thing
pathetic.
about it. And I agree. And Freedom, you have a point. You have a point. People need to get off YouTube. I think if I had my way, but I know there has to be free will. Sometimes you have to let people say, see, you know what I love? I love a drunk man. I love a drunk man. YouTube is a drunk is an alcoholic drug because people start speaking freely what they really think.
That's why I don't really get that mad at people because they're still. I don't really get. I'm not mad at them. It's like
I tried,
but
Mike.
it's a dysfunction though. It is a dysfunction.
No, see, Mike, I thought people were joking because see, anywhere else, let's be honest, some of the shit that a lot of these men these fucking weirdos say online, they wouldn't say it in the grand population around people.
Right.
Y'all know damn well y'all would get fucked up. This is why y'all go to y'all goddamn, go to y'all basement dwelling, turn on your avatars and shit, put your blanket on so that way close nobody, mom can hear you, and y'all start saying all that weird shit. Hey, I hate the black community and I hate goddamn niggas and shit. They all make me sick. Them black women at McDonald's thought they were better than me. How dare they? You know what? Yep. And Pookie got in the car with Bridget, and I'm like, here we go. Here's this freak about to say some off the. Listen, bro, life shit happened, bro.
Right.
Shit happened, and the same thing with a lot of these women. I seen that Latina bitch get up and start women. Shout out to D. Darrell and Auntie. And y'all see, there's certain people that actually push back. Other people they would start actually going along with the fuck shit. Like, you see, this is why I say But I forgot. You know what they used to say? The brown community. You go to another country, they'll accept you. That Hispanic broad had no problem going in on y'all, calling y'all incels, weak, lame, all kind. I mean, they were going in. Now I find it interesting. D. Darrell was defending y'all. D. Darrell, Auntie was defending y'all. I just sat there and just watched the context. Ain't this a big? It's ingenuity.
We're hypnotized to do this stuff. A lot of us don't even see this. This is what I'm saying. That's what I said, BMT.
But see, Mike.
See, like this is what. Let me say something. Like the friendship.
Me and you would never feel comfortable. Me and you would never feel comfortable sitting there, allowing some other motherfucker, even if we don't fuck with that person, to get off what they're saying without pushback. Right. We would never feel comfortable just to say, "Well, I guess so." We'll just sit there.
I guess we ain't. I guess none of us are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this. This is what it is, man. Like our people. I don't care what little strata of the monetary earnings you earn. Some of us think we better than some of other people just because we a little smart or whatever. But the bottom line is you've been trained. Your parents been trained. Even your grandparents been trained to survive. You got to get along with other people that's not black, white people, and anybody that's not your own kind, because we've been told to devalue ourselves.
But see,
that's what happens. So that's what we do.
But the thing that's interesting about it, other groups aren't trained to think like that.
Yeah. So they dominate us. They dominate us mentally. And we sit there and we like literally, they don't even have to dominate us. We just, as soon as there's a difference of opinion, we get in the basement. We get in the corner. Nobody even has to tell us. Go to the corner. Go to the basement. Throw your people over the ship. That's your survival mechanism. And you feel strange if you standing up for, hey man, that's not fair. That's not right. Why are you saying that? You say any of that kind of stuff, and like I said, they go off. They're taught to dominate, and you're taught to cower. And any black person that does not submit, the other black people tries to get them in. I mean, I had this happen on the job one time. I had this white guy tried to flex the little white supremacist stuff on me. I knew what he was doing because me and him, I know how to talk to people, so I'm cordial with people. I don't care who you are. If you was a KKK member, whatever you are, I don't care. I don't care nothing about that. If you're cordial and fair with me, I'm gonna be cordial. But as soon as you start pulling your crap, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm gonna check you. And so that happened. That little dynamic happened on the job. So I let it be known right away. Guess who tries to check me? the black guy. My friend tries to check me.
Of course.
To submit to this racist stuff. And I'm like, bro, you don't even understand what's happening here. So these kind of dynamic, but I understand I didn't get too mad at it. But at the same time, I put the hammer down, and of course I won. I wasn't quitting. You're gonna have to fire me. So what ended up happens is I get to do what I wanted to do, and then later on, my friend comes back and tells me, Mike, yeah, you was right. You know, he shouldn't have talked to you like that. And I'm like, but out of the presence of the white people, he talks like this to me.
And
He
I want you to
can't do
understand.
this
Listen,
in front of everybody.
understand this, y'all.
Good.
This is not me because there's other groups that are down and into the fuck shit. I'm not particularly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know there's a woman going around now, YouTube, good mother. She's hilarious. There's a white broad that goes around talking about feminism amongst black men. Why the fuck are y'all talking to a white woman about feminism when that's the fucking cheap cornerstone of where the shit came from? Black
Mm-mm.
men. This is why I say y'all get so easily used in this space. It's like a fucking goddamn COVID needle injection in your ass. Like y'all, I don't even, at this point, man. Uh, I don't. That's why I'm saying, man. Like it's so fucking easy now. Anybody, they can just say they're a millionaire. They can just wear nice clothes. They can just come with nice talking points. I'm like, is it really this fucking easy? Have I been drinking? I might have to go back to drinking just to like deal with a lot of this shit, man. Like, I'm like, yo, bro, like, y'all accept any fucking discount meal thrown in the garbage. I'm telling y'all, man, I dealt with Asians overseas. They are not going to allow you to say shit to them and think you're going to fucking think you're going to sit at their fucking restaurant. You're going to get the fuck up.
Right.
When you're on their home turf, they don't fuck with you. Go to any.
They're not gonna take disrespect.
They're not.
They're
But
not
see,
even the friends. Like if you go somewhere, it's just normal, right? You're supposed to respect your host, right? Let's say your host does something you don't like. If you don't like it, leave, right? Don't. That's what you're supposed to do because that's what you wanted to have done to you. But if you got somebody comes into your house and then they start telling your kids they're in your house, y'all need to clean up this. How could you let them uh, have their toys out in front of us, and I'm sitting here visiting you, and I'm some neighbor from across the street or something, just somebody just randomly comes to your house. You're nice enough to allow them in your house, and they start checking your kids, telling your kids what to do and clean up, and they need to have this done. And you sit there, yeah, y'all should do that. Y'all should clean up. Listen to old Miss Ann. That we this is how we look. That's how we look. We look crazy as hell. But this is training and we feel it.
but see,
We
but
feel it inside, but it's almost like we're hypnotized, like we don't
now
feel
let me
normal unless we are in the basement.
let me get this out the way. I mean, let me see if can I find it because I'm very curious, and then y'all can. I want y'all to address it to me. For those who like to rock with this type of guy, because y'all not coming up now. I don't know why y'all don't want to come up. Y'all any other time, I bet you if he would be up here, y'all would want to sit with him. Why do y'all feel so comfortable sitting with a guy like that? Why does that make y'all feel so easy with him saying the things he says about y'all? Can anybody tell me that? Can y'all tell me why? When he says or calls y'all or pretty much says certain things about y'all, from calling it meth. Mind you, this motherfucker has already confessed to me and also Mike and others about him and his meth addiction. He's told us all kind of crazy shit. Now, granted, now we're hearing about Now we're hearing about him talking about things with children. And you know what the black dude on these panels start the black dude on
That's
these panels, you know the
crazy.
black dude on these panels started, you know the black dude on these panels started saying, well, it was a joke. It was just a
Really?
joke in there, and there's nothing serious to think about it. And I'm like, wait, what Mike, do you joke like that?
No.
Do
Heck
any of the
no.
men that you know do any of the men you
No,
know
I
joke
don't
like that?
listen. No. But you're right. Like I said, I don't play like that. I don't allow nobody. Not like that, bro. That's insane. I don't even like that. I start stuttering if I want to talk about that because it's crazy. Yeah, but yeah, I don't do that.
Now, hold on now. But see, we don't we don't do that. You understand? But a lot of these people felt impacted that hey, they wanted to understand. They wanted to understand
Oh, that's their
this
excuse.
motherfucker. They wanted to understand.
You got to give yourself a good excuse in order to do something because that tells you they knew something was wrong and they felt something wrong. But see, the way our brain is set up, we have to always be right. So we have to give ourselves like a good excuse. Okay, well, the reason why I'm still working with this, I'm trying to understand. Yeah, yeah, understanding is good. Yeah, that's a
Now,
good
hold up.
excuse.
Now, hang on. Now, you know how crazy. Now, here's the thing that's so interesting about it. Because remember when we was getting in on them, who showed up to sever and cut ties with that type of shit? Who showed up?
To sever and
Who
cut
showed up
ties.
with that
I
with
mean,
that
I'm.
with that type of talking point? You remember that? You remember those white dudes started showing up out of? I ain't know where they all came from.
Oh, you talking about the? Oh, yeah, yeah. Like, what is that? Some kind of organization, dude. They was coming in talking.
Yeah,
Please take us off of this. Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
take us
It was a
off.
bunch of
Don't
yeah, a
don't
bunch of
raise
his
up now.
friends.
Now hold on now. Y'all, I want y'all to keep that same fucking energy for all of you motherfucker right winger, constitutionalists, all you motherfuckers. See, you know what happened to crazy? They see y'all believe that they still don't keep in the video. Why did they private that video? Why did he wipe his channel? Am I lying
Yeah,
when I'm saying, Mike? He wiped his whole
see,
channel.
and yeah, you can't. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, we don't really get this,
But why
and
why
it
are these
takes a
dudes
while.
still defending this motherfucker?
It takes a while for us
I
to
know
get
y'all
it. We
corny.
don't get what's happening. We really don't. We think this stuff is fair. And we think, oh, if I do the right thing, then it'll all work out right. All that silly stuff that we think. We don't understand what's being done right in your face. It's like, you're being, like you said, it's like this man here, and not just
But
this man, but they're using some kind of weakness in your training, I guess, to kind of capitalize off of. Oh, you don't mind me joking about this type of thing in front of you? Okay. Okay, well, I could say this too. I could push it this far.
right,
Okay.
he had
Now,
listen. That's how you know the shit is real. The motherfucker literally him and all his affiliates disbarred him from their little
yeah,
fucking
they get
coalition.
rid of them, but we keep them.
They got rid of him. The black people. Oh my God, you can stay with us. We will take you in. That's what I know. Y'all motherfuckers on the bottom of the barrel. Y'all take on any trailer park trash meth addicts. So long as they say what the
Bruh.
fuck. I'm just saying, man. Hold these fucking L's, man.
But that's what I was
Hold.
saying last time when brother was on with the I was like the heart of our people was so nice, man. Really and truly, we are nice people. We're good people, and
We're like
if
Indians.
we
We welcome people. We welcome.
yeah, yeah. How now, brown cow? What's up? We can say,
Come,
hey, man, what's
come,
up? Oh, shoot, you
come to our
you on
village.
the
You hate niggas. We hate niggas. Come, come on in.
you stink. Oh, white men
Mm.
stink. Here's a, oh wow, he's raping my daughter. Damn, he's
Oh
giving her
man,
syphilis.
where the fuck are all
Okay,
these
well,
cool
let's
people
forget.
at, man? Hey, where are you?
Shit,
Now notice none of
damn.
them want to
Can
come
we
and have
kill
a
him yet?
conversation.
When can we?
Conversation.
It's just like
Where are all these
every
of him?
It's
How y'all
like
defending that? Oh, now so they'll get on panels with him. Y'all want to get on panels with the snowman. Y'all
yeah.
want to defend the snowman, but now y'all don't want to actually, when we actually are discussing him, now all of a sudden y'all don't want to come up and talk about
Nah,
y'all.
nah.
Okay.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that. They gotta work through their
Get on the
feelings.
safety, stay on the safety of y'all fuckboy ass panels. Y'all just like the Pookie break. That'll not gonna make
Because like
to call y'all asses out. Let's
yeah,
get along
otherwise
with
they
our
won't get
own
to talk
tennis.
about Pookie. They just feel
That's
good
crazy.
talking about Pookie.
Motherfucker.
But you know the thing is they don't even
Go ahead.
understand like that community will get on in panels of their own and then talk about them.
They do.
See?
They do.
Because they think they're included, but you're not really included. And your inclusion is dependent on you like trashing your own kind. And I guess you rationalize it inside your mind and be like, well, I'm nothing like Pookie. You know, I'm educated or
I'm
whatever the
not
hell,
like
you know.
him. I'm not like him. I'm
Yeah.
different.
Right. I ain't black, I'm OJ.
Hey, Clue, come on up here. Come on up here, Clue.
I'm
Come on up here,
Whoopi.
Clue.
I'm you know, all these people think they special until somebody smacks them. Just like
Come.
Whoopi. She thought she was a member of a community until she
Mm.
spoke out of turn and they decided, you're not authorized to say
Hold
certain
on.
things.
Let's hold on. Let's pull this up here. Now watch this. Look at what this guy said. Why are you in your fifis about something Snowman did last year? Now let's grab this. So wait. Let me grab this. Did anybody run that intellectual gauntlet with the Jews when Whoopi Goldberg said something that happened hundreds of years ago? Did anybody say anything about that with the LGBT? Or what about when women they come back and throw lawsuits at men years ago? But imagine a black man coming at us, black men, about something a white man said about us. But I am wrong. Now notice this.
See?
You see how the defenders, see how the buck breaking defenders, they come to defend their king. They won't jump up on the panel. They'll say, "I'm in my fifis." You mean I'm actually calling something out as a man? I thought that was man. I thought that was a man thing. That if I see some fuck shit to call it out. But see, that's how you know you're part of that butt breaking defending force. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to defend my daddy at all costs. No matter, he could beat me, spit on me, shit on me, talk about me. But hey, you on that individual shit, but his ass was clowning on your ass.
That individual stuff. You're right.
No. Clue. Hold that. Here, I'll drop you a link. Because I want you to tell me.
I mean,
I
why
want
don't
you
they
to tell
come up? It's okay. Ain't nobody.
It's
This
okay.
ain't the
Yeah, you can
same
come up.
panels.
You don't have
Yeah,
to
come
stay
on
down
up here.
You can come up here and talk with us. I don't want to do typing wars. I want to actually talk with y'all. We don't have to shout. Yell. I got water. It's early in the morning. It's Sunday. Me and Mike are in good spirit. We're just saying that what we see. His people have no problem saying, "Hey, we don't fuck with him," or talk like that. Y'all do. Y'all fuck with that. Y'all fuck with dudes who joke about having sex with kids. That's you, Clue. You agree with that. Not Mike. So you agree with men joking about having sex with children, boys and girls. That's not me throwing it around. I have the episode. I can play it on my channel. It's my shit. Why tell me, Mike, why guys like him defending that man?
Like I said before, these that's part of the problem. We got a separation thing. I know people think it's crazy, but that Willie Lynch thing. People say Willie Lynch never existed. But whoever wrote that Willie Lynch letter was highlighting like a real systematic psychological problem in our community. They done separated certain. They're not like this kind of black folks. All of y'all is slaves.
But see now, but here's the thing about here's the thing about that. I think you okay. You back. y'all say we're on a victim mindset because we choose to fight back against what was said. How is that a victim mindset? We're choosing not to go along with the get along. People that will allow people to say things about them and not say anything back, that's a victim. Somebody that will actually push back. You say something, you throw a
Right.
rock at me, I throw something back.
Defending. Yep.
You want to come at me, I pick up a stick and I bash your fucking skull in. That's not a victim. That's somebody who actually fights back. I don't get y'all dudes. You're telling me
You see,
that you're comparing a YouTube conversation with actual persecution. Okay, so let's look at that. If that's the case, then why is that when other people say certain
why
things
is he
about
type, man? Come up here.
I know.
Come on up.
Listen. That's
Okay, maybe it's loud where he at. Maybe he can't do it. Maybe you're working or something. I don't know. Okay.
He probably so. He's working, but he's working so hard that he's defending his goddamn king. That amazes me. You got that much smoke, you defend your king. It actually is less work to actually just talk or literally turn it on. You could just talk and work. I know. Me and Mike do it all the time. Versus you haven't actually stopped text.
Typing.
Like you actually do more work. I mean, but that's the intellectual arena.
Right.
But the thing about it is, I'm not mad at him. I'm confused at the men.
I really don't get mad at them. No, I really don't. I know they believe they're right. I know they think they're right. They really believe what they're doing is right.
Let's clip. I want y'all to make sure y'all clip this. I, BMT, am not mad at him. Super Mike 2164. We're not mad at Trailerhood. He's right to feel the way he feels about his race. That is his race. He put his race first in his thought process. Okay? He put his race first at the thought process. He enjoyed talking about fentanyl and having sex with children because that's what junkies like to do. And literally, he enjoyed with his friends them making jokes that literally, you want to know who got rid of them? White people. They actually started pressuring down on them. But we knew black people weren't going to do it. Not in this space. Y'all were not going to push against them. Y'all weren't.
Yep, that's a fact.
The white women and the white men of his own diatribe kicked him out. They harassed him. They stalked him. They did all kind of shit. That's crazy.
And they don't even think about that.
How did their group do more damage? Y'all motherfuckers over here trying to.
This man is only accepted. We'll show you how loyal we are. We ain't gonna let you go, boss.
We'll protect you, boss. Don't worry. We'll keep you from them goddamn people. Some northerns aren't gonna get you. Like, I'm like, wait a second, dude. Like, if those women and men of his place, mind y'all, and hang on. Y'all know they sent me email of them stalking other women and their daughters and all that shit. They sent me other emails. Did you know that, Mike? I can't make this shit up. Their group, but see, y'all are cool with these type of people. I don't.
And see, when something pops off in the news, never know when, but something might pop off in the news, and we see that same face that you got up on the profile pic, on the thumbnail. We see that face on some newspaper. Then everybody's gonna be trying to erase their videos and pretend like this never happened, that nobody was telling them anything. Just like Joe Rogan.
Joe, listen, I ain't never seen black men defend a man.
It's the same dynamic, BMT. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I don't get mad at people.
I wish I knew,
because it don't matter. Yeah, it's not just because of, let's say, Trailer. He's not really like the problem. He's not really the problem. It's like they're not looking at they're not looking at what the person is actually doing. They're actually mesmerized, I guess, by the white skin. They actually esteem this. Oh,
I will definitely have a conversation.
He's talking to us like we're normal. They feel good about that, I guess. I don't know what's wrong with these guys, man.
Yeah, let me tell y'all.
Bro,
You want to know one of the first conversations? Because Mike has been here with me for like almost a year or two. One of the first conversations that they wanted to have with us was they wanted to know about the N word. You remember that, Mike? They
yeah,
wanted to talk with me and Mike about the N word. Why
right,
is it that we can use it and they can't? That was the first conversation that they wanted to have with us. Granted, they never said the N word on the panel. Not around me, not around
right.
Mike. Even when we was on their panel, never said that stuff. However, they wanted to ask Mike about the nation, and they
Hmm.
wanted to know about
Yeah,
me
and I
about
went on. He
black men.
erased all those videos.
Yeah, he got rid of that shit. And then they also wanted to talk to me
And
about
really and
black.
truly, I want to say something, BMT. Look, I'm not really talking about the person. That's why I said that person
Yeah, we're
themselves
not.
is not the problem. The
You're
people
flying
I'm
over their head
actually
right now.
talking about are the people that's in the chat. They're here. They could come up. We're inviting them to come up and talk because it's the result of that person. That's who I'm talking about. That's who
But
I'm talking about. I'm not
you
talking
see, but
about that individual who did necessarily the stuff because that person's been talked to directly several times. So
we've
there's
already.
nothing that I would say here
I've
that would
already
not be
had my
said directly to the person.
phone conversation with that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
would say every single thing that I say here has already been said directly to the person, and I had the person's response as well. And this is the
now,
same stuff that I'm saying now. So
okay. So
I don't have no problem
Clever
talking about
Kev, you bring up a valid point. Bring up something. But way back in the cut, I asked numerous times why white dude and white women are up in your panels. Now, shout out to Clever Kev. And Clever Kev has been with me. We even have a channel talking about comic books and gaming and everything. And he has right to ask that because he's one of my investors.
that.
And
Hmm.
I've had it where my people ask, like, understand, my people ask me, why are we even bothering talking to this? It's not even a high frequency white man. It's a low level white man, a trailer trash white man. No, Mike, am I making this shit up? Listen,
Well, he came up. Now the thing is, he was on my panel too. I have white people on my panel
right.
when I'm talking about shows. I mean, I don't have a problem with talking to people who are white. It's
Right.
not the fact that he's white, but the point is, it's like you said, when somebody comes up and then they want to, like, wade in a racist pool of slop, and then they want to not
Right.
apologize, then they want to be in the pedo stuff. I mean, come
Yeah.
on, man.
But
Like,
see,
really? Okay,
no.
so now we
Now,
see this. We inject them.
mhm.
It's not a
Now,
racist situation. Like I'm not. I'm gonna let white people. I talk to white people. Yeah, I have talked
no.
with white folks. It's okay to me. I don't have a problem with it
Now,
because they're here. It's no big deal. But the point
no,
is, it's
right.
like,
We acknowledge that
but
they're
when
here.
they show themselves and then they're unapologetic and they're like, oh, we're gonna be
Yeah.
super racist here and we're not gonna apologize and we're gonna be pedos, bro. Now we're
Yeah.
gonna
Y'all gotta
have
get the
to
fuck on.
we have to distance ourselves from that verbally because we need people. It needs to be on document record. Like, yeah, we did talk to these people, but now this here, I'm nothing. We're nothing to do with that. That needs to
You
be
know,
established.
no. Right. And you see, the thing about it was this. And I'm gonna pass it over to my guy Auntie. Shout out to Auntie, because he's also
What
dealt
up?
with this too. Listen, the main thing that I peeped, and other men of my ilk were peeping. A lot of the other groups of men and women that come around us, they're fascinated by a particular type of men or men in certain positions. A black man in the home with his children, going over firearms, military, and all the shit. You have it where Mike is talking about the NOI. How 1 minute you heard the people in the chat. I watched them. They were saying that, hey, isn't that a terrorist group? Mike debunked all of that beautifully. But listen. Everybody in that chat spent more time attacking Super Mike, calling him a terrorist and a threat and Islamic, all kind of stuff. See, I didn't see that shit. I was there. Mike knows that's what I'm talking about. Renaissance Man
Yep.
has been on panels with me on Sunday when we have talked to this type of man or any of his affiliates, and we broke down policies and policies. You remember that Renaissance Man? See,
Wait, BMT, who were we talking about? Who I think it is?
yeah. You and any of his people that came through. Like we've done the
What?
triathlons.
Okay, I was about to say, what panel was? I'm sorry, I'm just catching up. What panel? Because I saw him on another YouTuber's panel, and he had a different name, and I was like,
yeah.
oh, that's him. And I was like, oh, this YouTuber's really letting him on this panel, like, because I know you kicked him off after that whole incident.
Now the thing about it is, see, y'all gotta understand, other groups scout this space. Let me wake y'all up. Other groups scout y'all yard to see who's in your yard and what do they do and what do they bring. The conversation you got a mic thing going on, NT. The stuff how Mike speaks, Renaissance speaks. Okay, you sound much better. NT speaks or how I speak. They're interested in that because they want to use that for their talking points, but we don't want to fuck with them like that. Bear says, y'all go along with the get along and get fisted when they say stupid shit that they say. See, I have no problem slicing and cutting a motherfucker off. And I wouldn't tolerate that from a black person.
Hey, even BMT, even Mo got I think kicked him off his channel after that.
And Maurice is a right winger. Maurice is a right winger. And listen, if the white people from the far right got rid of this motherfucker, why are the black men in this space going so hard to protect them? This is like science of goddamn black hole, theories and shit. Because y'all are going so hard to defend this motherfucker in anything, and not just him. Things that
they defended him now. Not just letting him rap. Come on, man.
No. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. This is the thing, and I'm gonna ask y'all too. Y'all just came here. It was just jokes. What's the harm in making jokes or talking stuff like that? It's not something that can harm you. Tell me, how do other groups or societies
can we make those type of jokes and not have any problems with their side on this panel?
No, you wouldn't make it through the day.
I don't even want to make those kind of jokes that this man was making.
No. I agree with that too.
I know what you're saying.
Hold on. It's not even about jokes. It's about the fact that we ain't even getting into their conversations. So that's the point that I came up here to make. I just feel like, look, if they're going to come into our spaces or whatever, and they want to get into the conversations, why not just kick them in the ass? Just kick them in the ass, give them that work, show them what a real double standard is. We're going to check you. We're going to cuss you out. We're going to kick you in the ass. We're going to send you on your way. And you better not even think about the N-word.
Now, Auntie, I want to give you your flowers. Because I remember how everybody was so happy to say, well, in South America or any Latin community, this is no shot, they think very highly of you. I watched how the Latin Spanish fly went in on black men and black people. Granted, Auntie and D. Darrell did not have to do what they did. But they kept the standard and say, yo, hold the fuck up. Who you think you're talking to? Y'all really think other groups really fuck with y'all like that? That's what's so that's what's so funny about it. That's what's so funny. A lot of y'all are the talking point bud joke to everybody's fucking meme. And when we try to tell y'all, listen, whenever if it's a conversation between men and women of our diatribe, that only needs to be about us. It only needs to be about us. If it's something between men talking about policies that affect us as black men, what do I need to talk about another group about that for?
And here's the other thing, BMT. When you someone said, oh, it's just jokes. Now you got people who are they gonna give that same grace if it's an in-group conflict? Someone said something, they crossed the line. Okay, it was just jokes. I'm gonna let it be.
Right.
Nah.
These guys, they're harder on them, the people that look like them, They harder on their own group than they are on anybody else, and that's the issue that these guys going to have to at some point confront, because it's not going to, that pass is not going to be given to them
I
that
could
that
do
much longer.
the crazy thing is too, I could even give you a pass for being harder on your group if I know you coming from a place of goodness. I can give you a pass on that. I can't give it a pass on it when I know you're not coming from a good place.
Now let me hit at this. Let me show y'all. And this is I'm just using this. Yes, you can make those jokes. Another person eloquently broke it down. Jokes have a concept and agenda behind the scene. So jokes can matter. Everything has a conviction behind it. Listen, man. Y'all don't get it, man. Go tell that to Nazi propaganda that they were saying on the radio about Jews. You see how that played out after a while. Go tell that to the
And BMT, don't you know, like anytime y'all set up for like a war campaign or something like that, whoever is the enemy, don't somebody always come up with some kind of joke for them or against them, like they call like a name, like maybe a raghead or man in or something like that, or what they call them, I think they call the people in Vietnam oops or some stuff like that. They always have a name for them. They always like diminish them. Don't they do something like that all the time?
Yeah, and see the thing about it, and that's why I said, listen, man, I've traveled and seen much of how the world plays out. This is why certain people are very careful. I get y'all talk about free speech. That shit only goes but so far in America. Outside the outside world, that free speech shit don't work. That could be your end game right then and there. Try that shit in Jamaica or Haiti, fucking Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic.
Middle East.
Try that shit, definitely. Oh God, don't do it in the Middle East. You definitely, you might not get out that radio station. Try that shit in Asia, Korea, Japan. That free speech talking shit. Everybody knows when people say certain things about other groups or certain stuff, there's a pushback. And see, y'all gotta understand, man. That's what I'm trying to understand. That's why we're trying to educate you on the playing field. But I'm gonna pass over to like it's not. Listen, we're not above talking with other people. You want to talk with us about policies? Okay, cool. Well, understand. I'm gonna state my stance as we've been doing on the Black Professional channel. We're going to state our stance on what we feel. Now, if you want to conform to what they think, that's on you. But the minute I start talking about what I believe in, that's a fucking problem. And he talks about finance. I don't think other groups of men don't come to him and talk to him about finance. They do. But they watch how he maneuvers and how he handles his money. But do you think he's going to sit across the table from a guy who says some fuck shit about his people and say, oh, let me still do your taxes? No. I bet you he'll put that keyboard away and say, okay, motherfucker, now you're going to really get some words. Y'all need to understand, man, there's a difference, man. Oh, our side is cool with guys who tell jokes, not baby killers, though. Wait. Our side is cool with guys who tell jokes, not baby killers, though, BMT.
Jokes, really? Wow.
I don't even know how to contend on that one, Trey. I don't.
Bruh, like, okay, anyway.
Trey lost me today. My mind is blown. I passed the mic. Go ahead, bro. What?
No, I was waiting for Ant to talk. I want to see what they were talking about.
No, y'all got it. Go ahead, bro.
How did
cooking,
you
bro.
bat that? I don't
What's
even
up,
know
Stephen?
what's the bat on that. Go ahead.
What's up, Stephen?
Stephen, what's up? Go ahead. Trey killed me today. Stephen, can you talk? What's up, man?
Oh, what's happening with you? I just came to show you some love, my brother.
Okay. Okay,
What
like I
you
said,
think about all this, man? What you think about all this? Y'all, you cool
Okay,
with your with
from if I'm
snow bunny,
uh,
snow
absolutely not.
snow bear?
I'm sorry. I don't like. Unlike a whole lot of unlike the black bourgeoisie. I don't like white people that much. I'm sorry. And as far as all this goes, now earlier you saw earlier you highlighted my statement earlier,
Yeah,
BNT. I was
yeah.
actually agreeing with you
Oh, yeah,
when I
I wasn't
said,
going to come at you. I wasn't coming at
when I brought up the N word.
you. Yes.
Yeah, I was actually piggybacking off what you said. I agree with you. Now, the thing that I think that I have to add to this, you talked about the manosphere. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the manosphere, but the only thing that's missing from the manosphere is really that race component. They really don't talk about that. Now, I'll use Minister Jap for an example. Now, I'm a subscriber to Minister Jap, but Minister Jap says that race is no longer the problem, and that uh, feminism is the only problem. And that's where me and you agree. Me and you agree, BMT. And that's what I disagree with a lot of the talking points of the manosphere. They say race ain't the problem, it's women,
But
specifically
the
black women.
but the crazy
And
thing
it's
That's
is,
not.
crazy.
the crazy
Women
thing
are the
is,
problem. That's what they say, huh?
no, but
That's
look at
crazy.
where if you talk to people, the manosphere grew out of what? The black manosphere and the white manosphere were one, and then what? They felt like they weren't paying attention to the race issues, or they experienced racism in the white manosphere, and thus you got the black manosphere. Like, that's why I don't get it. Unless I'm wrong
That's
about
how
this.
the
Yeah.
First and Second Baptist Church formed.
Essentially,
That's how that's
essentially,
how
I
it's always
think,
been, right?
I think that some of the guys in the manosphere, like you got the Ibmores and the MGTOWs and stuff like that. I think that they're really male feminists, really, if you want to think about it. They're the male versions of feminists, of the feminist movement. Except that theirs don't work.
Nah, I agree.
Trey down there.
You know,
Trey down there. He said, "Show me on the dial where the N word hurt you." I'm gonna show you right in the head, man. The N word is stuck in our head.
okay.
So I'm like, listen,
Can I tell
these
you?
dudes, this bruh
I
Trey
can
down
tell you.
there.
I can tell you where the N word really hurt me. If I can share a brief story real quick. I was working at the Taco Bell one time, and I was on the computer in the office doing some modules and training because I just started. And at the time I was working, there were only 3 employees up front, and I was listening to their conversation. One of them was a black woman, the other was a white woman, and the other one was a white Indian, basically a white Indian man. He was the manager. Now, the black woman was going on and on about this man in her life who kept doing her dirty and treating her wrong. And she was going on and on about this nigga and nigga. Oh, niggas ain't acting right. Niggas can't do right. Niggas ain't shit. And all this other kind of
But
stuff.
she was saying this in front of a white guy too.
She was saying this in front of the white guy, in front of the white woman.
See, okay, yeah. See,
And I'm sitting in the office listening to this. Now I'm not in a position to be like, bitch, do you know that you're off code right now? If you only knew how off code you are. And see, and that's why I do not allow, black women, the problem with black women is that a lot of them, they feel like they're separate from us. They're the exception. They let white whisperers all in their ear, saying, "Oh, yeah, you're not like that black man, so you're cool with me."
that sounds like Trey.
Well,
That sounds
I'm
like
gonna
Trey.
say, I was gonna say it's some black men
I
who
heard
You're
the
got
cool
that
with
same
me.
same
thing.
mentality.
In other words, yeah,
That's the
you're cool.
same
You're cool
thing, brother.
for a black person. You're cool. You know, and a lot of white men and a lot of black men, they get caught up in that too. And see, BMT, you touched on that, and I'm glad that you did.
And that's how you end up with Joe Rogan, pretty much. You don't
Joe
that type of
Rogan.
behavior.
Well, that the response of the see, that's what I'm dealing with Renaissance. It's really what we're talking about is actually the same dynamic. The way that our community responds when somebody like a Joe Rogan who has made some friends, let's say he's a friendly white guy, it's
No,
nothing wrong with
but that's
being
what I
friends with
mean.
people.
So
There's
somebody
nothing wrong
went
with
up,
being friends with people. But
someone
then
went up.
when your so-called friend, does something like, bro, look, you on, he needs to apologize. And then
Nah,
if he
but
doesn't want to apologize, right, for who can accept, if he doesn't want to apologize, said, then, I'm sorry, I did this to you. I'll never do this again. And I'm gonna go ahead and make restitution. Some people will accept it, some people won't. At
but
least that person has stepped up and made that apology. But if they don't even want to apologize, you can't, that's
yeah,
when you're really off code
I
hanging
wasn't
with
even
that
going
person.
there, Mike. I was going there. I guarantee in one of those clips where he said that, there was probably a black man or a black woman in the room who should have stepped up and said, "Hey, we're cool, but that's not cool. That's not acceptable." And no one did it probably, and he felt more and more comfortable. That's all I was saying on that point. Now I agree with you on other points.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why,
They're
like,
very comfortable.
somebody said, I think it was you, Stefan. Did you say, like, do you call each other nigger? Was
No, I
that
don't.
your
I don't
comment
allow
earlier?
anybody to call me that.
Well, I'm saying, did
I
you
don't
make that
allow
comment
anybody to
earlier?
call me that.
It was
Yeah,
somebody
I
made that
did.
comment earlier. Okay, yeah, it was you.
I
Okay,
did.
so now I understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But and like I said, I've had that happen. Like, you know, black people, we talk, and sometimes somebody says N word and whatever. And it's like, okay, whatever. Now, but when you sitting up and then you got white folks around and all these other groups of people around, and you just N word, N word, I'm like, man, what are you doing? Because that you're giving these people a license. You're giving these people a license, and I don't want to have to deal with that because I'm not going to tolerate that from these other people. So now,
Exactly.
Or
yeah,
Mike, I've even seen black folks actually call another white person the N-word. Like,
you see, that's what I'm saying. These people
Exactly.
got a problem,
They're so
and now
comfortable.
you're right. And so I'm kind of on your side now, Stephen, because like you said, like even when black people use it, and I don't even really like using it now, like even when I'm talking on YouTube and stuff, it's like I'll say it, but it's all more like it's more like in a analytical method that I'll say it. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
the
it
word
takes
is there,
time.
and
It takes time.
yeah, this is the word, like, okay, and the N word. I'll say, like, just like I said now, like the N word. I'm actually used to saying it that way. Uh, Even though all of us are black, but it's like I don't say it because it's like, yeah, it gives that license, and it's not good because I'm not going to tolerate that, and I don't want those
Can
people to
I
think
tell you,
that they
brother,
have
something?
that right. Mhm.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
When
go
you
ahead,
when you get a
brother.
second. Yeah, can I tell
Go
you,
ahead.
brother, something? Okay. All right. Now, when you chastise a white person for calling you or saying the word nigger, whether it's nigger or nigger, what is the very first thing they say?
The
but
rappers
black
say
people
it.
say it too.
The rappers say it.
Yep,
Yeah,
rappers.
okay. And what else do they say?
Y'all call each other that all the time.
Thank you. That is the justification. And that's why I don't say it.
But it's that's the first go to, and they want to be included too. Some of them,
That is
it's
the
like
very
this. I ain't
first
gonna
go
lie.
to.
Like we had, in Detroit, we only had one white guy actually in my class. Let me see, and everybody would be saying it, saying it, saying it, and he messed up and said it one time, and they actually beat this boy's behind, and I was like, man, so
I
I,
would
you
have
know,
paid tickets to see that shit.
But
no, it wasn't good because you got to realize in Detroit, it's like there was no white people in a lot of my classes. And so
I don't care. I would have
yeah,
paid tickets to see
nah,
that
you would, because
because at
it's
least
not
you
an
brothers in
anomaly.
Detroit,
It's
at
not
least
an
you brothers in
anomaly.
Detroit was on code.
Well,
But
yeah, it's not like, well, I guess in other places y'all grow up and maybe you like the one black person and you're probably always getting teased by white people. We never got teased by white people like that. Like the N word really didn't affect my soul like I see it affects some other people. It don't
but
matter to me. Like, but yeah, go ahead.
now I was say, Mike, it's got to depend on where you're from too, because like
Right.
BMT knows I'm from the deep south with him, so like I don't even call other black people that because I'm just like
Yeah.
the
And I
history is
understand
way
it's your
too fresh for
region
me.
matters.
Yeah,
Yeah, your
it's
region
way
matters.
too fresh. And the other thing is, this reminds me too, y'all bringing this up of I believe was it Kendrick Lamar that brought the white girl on stage and started rapping with her, and then she said the N-word. I'm like,
Oh my
oh, you
God.
surprised?
He
Like,
did not.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was either him or another rapper. I can't remember, but yeah, white girls up on stage, they
What is it
rapping
with
with
some
them,
of these rappers, man?
they
Well,
rapping, and then he gonna try to be like, oh, you can't say. I'm like, well, you got a whole song and you don't brought her up on stage. You think she's just gonna
I
be
know.
like skip the word? Like, what do
She
you
sat
think these
up
people
here
do in
and
their car when they hear your song? Sing right
you
along.
know, the thing is, even, and I'm gonna say it like this: I messed up myself when, I have Jamaican friends and stuff like that, and I didn't know I couldn't say bumbleclot. I didn't know that was a thing to them. You can't say that unless it's like that's an insult. And I was like, oh, really? You
Yeah, they
can't
take
say that. You're not from our,
Yeah.
I was like,
they don't
I
they
Blood
didn't
don't
know
clot
that.
is
know.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I didn't.
Blood
I'm
clot
like, oh
these
shit, sorry,
motherfuckers.
man. Sorry, man. Sorry. So I was, I had to check. I had to check. I was like, okay, sorry, and that was it, though. From that point on, I was young. I was like 17, and I've never said that to them like that. And so that's the only thing I was saying about like with the situation we're
So
talking about now. This person, they're like itching at the bit to say this for some reason, and and then it's like they get around a group of people who they feel comfortable saying this around. It's like, and they were unapologetic, and that's
so
not really good. I don't think. So,
so in the context, but I know some people saying, well, Kendrick made the song. True. And it was niggas. I get it. And I guess people didn't know what negus is. You can actually look up the word negus. It actually is an actual word. And it means it's emperor.
Yeah.
And now the thing about it was the area where she said the word, was in a hub. I know, but I do a lot of shows. White kids will travel to black areas to hear artists and stuff. When she said the word, when she said the N word in the context, he stopped the show. Said,
mhm.
whoa, stop. You can't say that word.
Okay,
But
that was
Now he
for
stopped the show, and
BMT,
I covered it. Now when he stopped, when he did that, I'm about to give it to you, Renaissance. When he did that, a lot of people were like, "Nah, like you shouldn't have done that." Listen, the black kids in the crowd were going to rush her and fuck her up by him stopping the show and say, "Hey, don't say that word." I get you think you rapping a lyric. Where they are at, them kids from goddamn like South Compton, them goddamn, them damn bloods, they're not gonna let you get out. I get you here and you're a college kid. I get you like the culture, but don't just remember. And I'm being for real, y'all. But like, I'm being for real because don't forget. Like that's like if I were to go to certain places. I remember as an American when I went to Europe. The first thing they told us before we got off the boat: do not forget you are a foreigner. Don't let that patch on your arm fool your head up. And there's plenty of stories of Americans getting fucked up in foreign lands because they touched a woman, because they said something, they did something. We got this arrogance that we think that when you get around other groups, they won't check you. Just like what Mike said when he said the bumbleclot word, right? Them Jamaicans say, "Hey, bro,
Ooh.
you're making fun of us. Stop that." I have certain things that when I living down south, go down to Little Haiti or other areas. Granted, I'm Geechee Gullah, but there's certain things I don't cross for my Haitian brethren, and there's certain things that they don't cross for my Geechee brethren. So we understand.
Absolutely.
We run neck and neck on certain things, but they understand how far to take it. We understand how far to take it. We get it. Yeah, we came from the same rock. But guess what? Our granddaddy split at some point. Understand? I grew up seeing the South Shall Rise Again flags. I can promise you, it's a different context. Some of y'all didn't go around the rebel flag. I did. But I can promise you, that shit wasn't thrown in my face at no fucking school. That would have been a quick fight. And that's only happened one time at our school. One dude took off his shirt, the South Shall Rise Again. I never seen so many black football joggers run. It was it was like 7 white boys versus like 15 black boys, and then more black kids started coming. Like,
I know what you mean.
I remember that shit. It was crazy. Parents were coming. The police were coming.
Shit, you got parents probably trying to jump in, throw some licks as well.
That was the thing. It kept getting worse. Because
hey, BMT. Can I ask you a stupid question, my man?
Go ahead.
What school did you go to?
I can't say that. That's
high school.
Please,
come on, man. Because I'm from Charleston, like you, man. I gotta ask.
Oh, so listen. So you already know. Listen, man. Like, so you already understand listen. There are certain schools. If you're from Charleston, and I will say this. Yeah, no, Trey. I get what you're saying, and Stefan's going to tell you this right now. Some schools are predominantly white, even now.
Wando. I went to Wando.
I've been to Cross.
Careful of these doxing people.
I know. But I've been to Cross, Berkeley, Stratford, Goose Creek, all throughout the Berkeleys. And you already understand it. And I want y'all to understand this. A lot of the South, especially in South Carolina, they're heavily redlined schools where the blacks go to one school, the whites go to one school. The only way how you get into some of these schools is through sports. Other than that, don't really happen. The Asians don't go to our schools. The Asians and the Indian kids, they don't ever mix with the whites and black kids. They hardly ever. They go to.
They will always go to one school.
They'll go to one.
They will always go to one school.
Yeah, if you had an Indian, he better not have an Indian accent. He better not have an Indian accent.
That's the South. That's how. So I'm just saying,
Indians and Asians play on teams when they come to America. They play on the same team.
I got you, Trey. From the N-word to the flag, none of these things matter. You can go to different schools by moving too easy. Not really. You can't really do that. Depending on your area, you have to actually get a letter from the school district allowing you to, and they actually have to have a reason of why they allow you in that school. So that's not true, Trey. Actually, if you want to go to that school, they're not going to provide you transportation, and they're not going to really support you. So you can go to that school, but that does not mean you're going to have the same connection as the kids in that access to the school. Am I lying, Stephen? Like, they're going to really? I'm dead at.
Yeah, that's how it worked, and that's how my mom got me in the Burt. I will never understand why my mother did that to me.
They have to write.
She got you in a good school.
They have to write you.
No, she did not. No,
was it a white school?
No. It was a black school.
Okay,
and that was not a good thing. Now, see, if I can, I'm sorry, BMT. I don't mean to cut you off, but I got to say this, so you won't do this to your kids. Okay,
I'm good.
My mother's silly, goofy ass, and I will say this to my mother. I grew up in West Ashley. If you're familiar with Charleston.
Yes, I do know that very well.
West Ashley. Okay, now, well, you do, BMT, but West Ashley. But West Ashley is fairly mixed. That's the mixed part of Charleston. You'll see blacks, Asians, a few Asians, couple, but anyway. That was pretty much the only mixed race neutral part of Charleston. So that's where I grew up. So anyway, I get in. My parents got in trouble with DSS because my stepfather was beating the shit out of me and my brothers. I told my guidance counselor. DSS investigated the situation. Now, you know, black parents, when you get in trouble with DSS, they blame the kids. They don't blame themselves. They blame the kids. That's some nigga shit. So anyway, my mother's genius idea was to send, instead of sending me to St. Andrews, where I was supposed to go, which is a mixed school, she sends me to Burke High School. Now that's not a black school. That's a ninja school. It's a ghetto school. There's a difference. She felt like since I had there was a black guidance counselor there, she could protect herself. Her and my stepfather, they could protect themselves in case something else pop off, and they can continue beating the shit out of us and doing stupid shit. That backfired because when I went to Burke, I got bullied. I mean, bullied on top of. I mean, you talk about 4 or 5 Debos.
Dang.
Everybody's a Debo in that school. You had kids that went to Burke. I mean, you had kids going to school just for lunch.
School to prison pipeline?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had a principal, that was just as stupid. Mr. Gilliard was a fucking idiot, man. This dude, you would think that if you had a black school, black teachers, black principals,
they would try to make
you would think better. And these so-called the civil rights generation. But what you call it? I mean, all they did was lock up black kids. I mean, kick black kids out of school. Not act so good teachers. No, they're not.
No, you're right. You got to have people who are serious about something, got some standards to them. Or
the thing is,
my mother did not.
It's standard because
my mother did not research this.
Well, it's always schools that like, okay, we're gonna send all the bad kids to this school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a pipeline.
It's always that.
No, it's called a pipeline school. Like, listen, like, I get it, but like I said, and I know about a lot of those schools. Like, listen, like, it was just one of the things. Hang on, let me read it just real quick. I got you, David. I think I addressed this particular issue already. If BMT feels how he feels, I don't want to fight about it forever. We can dislike different things. I agree, and thank you for that. Thank you for your response about that, David. And listen, I greatly do respect David's platform. I do. I respect, some of his works. But like I said, it just the affiliated thing. And no, Trey, to that cause, listen, I get what you're saying. Like I went on to move to better school. Like I agree. Like there's some things I can meet and understand some of y'all about when it comes to education, raising children, building a stable environment. I agree on those things. Nobody's fighting against competition. Who would fight against that of logic? That's why
certain people will.
True.
Because they're trying to win an argument instead of trying to get better results. They're not focused on better results. They're just focused on winning debates and talking crap about people.
The problem is the arguments that they make, and then who they affiliate with. That's the problem.
Right. That's the issue.
So that's where we have the conversation. Like, if y'all men, and I'm addressing the men. But that's where as men, that's as we should address. If you're talking about having a set standard, then set the fucking standard. And if that's your standard that you go by, like I know how y'all feel about that of Planned Parenthood and children and abortion and stuff. Okay, then I'm not gonna fight you on that on your standard, but that's your standard. I can respect a man with standards. What I don't respect is a standardless man that doesn't stand for anything. So in saying that, that's where I have my my issue where I draw back my bow line because I have an issue on that. Now, granted, I can't stop y'all from talking who y'all want to talk to. I'm just putting it out there into the universe what I think. You know what I'm saying? Some dude said, I don't know why y'all give a fuck. It's just a joke. No, I don't joke like that. No man I know. No man I know. No man I know. No man I know would ever sit around any functional people, and joke about sex with kids. That type of shit
Absolutely not.
is a
Nope.
disgusting
Nope.
And this
detriment.
is what I don't understand. And then they act like
No
something wrong
man,
with us. That's the
no
funny
man,
stuff,
no,
but they actually
no,
think they're right, man.
no man.
That's funny.
Listen,
But really.
there is no way. I was rocking against that movie Cuties. I said this. I do not agree with.
Oh
I do
hell
not agree.
no.
I don't agree with. I don't agree with no sexual exploitation. I was not for that Glendon Cameron shit. I was not for none of that stuff about, hey man, go get you a nice young girl in the country. Listen, I do not play them. Actually, that's illegal. That's illegal. When to see some of y'all, I actually listen, y'all. I called.
Hey,
I called. I
you
called
go in
about
the
that
country
shit.
thinking like that. Legality is gonna be your least thing you worried about.
Listen,
They got
that is
uncles and brothers that can be coming after
illegal.
you.
That is
He heard way
illegal.
worse. That's not like a compliment, Trey. That's
That's
even worse. He said he heard worse.
so listen. That's what
But
I'm
why?
saying. Like,
I don't
But
know.
here's the
y'all don't.
thing.
Yeah, you
That's
think
what
you're
I'm saying.
doing
They don't
good?
really.
Like the stuff
That's
these
the thing that
guys
blows my
say,
mind. They
man.
don't really know what
But
you're saying about them, dude. Like, I'm
but
tired
why
of
do you? But why would you want to be around someone who's gonna joke
no,
on your community like that or on
no,
you
no,
like? That's my thing. It's like, why do you want to be around people who gonna constantly disrespect you like that?
but see,
Because it's in them. They want to feel like that. They want to feel like they're included on that
listen,
other team.
if that was the
It's
case,
you know.
if that was the case, and what y'all are saying, why did their affiliated group that the the talking point came from? Why did they kick them out? But then
No
y'all
good
want to
answer.
take them on. Does that make any sense? That's like I don't get the logic in that. Like, if you want to take my trash, then go ahead and take my trash. I get it. One man's trash, another man's treasure. If that's
You
if
see,
that's
there he
literally
goes. He said it right there.
what I didn't get what he said.
But
What he
the
said?
skin color community, that's what I'm saying,
I
Renaissance.
don't care.
These
I
guys,
don't care.
these
I
guys,
just
they
know
got
you
a
ain't gonna
whole
never get
thing
me
in their mind.
You're never gonna get me
It's
to rock.
crazy.
You're never gonna get me to rock with anybody that jokes about having sex with kids. You're never gonna get me to joke about anybody that talks like that. Like, that's where I have a pushback. And honestly, like, if you want to say, hey, having people accountability, I want like,
Oh my goodness,
hey man, y'all got it.
man,
Like, I'm
it's
just
all
saying,
good. Time will tell.
do that same. If you can do a stand up comedy of them same type of jokes, because now y'all want to type. See, now that y'all friends come, now y'all want to type more. See, that's
No,
a
I
pussy.
mean,
No. That's some
nah, man.
pussyfied shit. Now they want to type more that their friends are in. Well, y'all having a circle jerk in the chat now. You didn't want to come up when it was just like want to just feel y'all. Now all of a sudden, the more of y'all feel unity. Did the Sailor Scouts come in town? Did your father like empower y'all with power up rings or some shit? Like, fucking weak ass people, man. Like, dude, I can't with y'all today. Like, I respect y'all and I don't mind disrespecting y'all, but you disrespect yourselves. If this is the honestly,
Right,
and this ain't even on the race shit, but what's crazy about it? Other people were emailing the
right,
fuck out of me saying, "Hey, we gotta get rid of this motherfucker." It's only black men that are trying to save this motherfucker. That's how we know y'all got like some kind of pedophile spirit in y'all. I can't get with, and I don't
right.
give a fuck
And
what
that's
y'all
what I
gonna
was
do.
saying,
It's just a
BMT.
joke.
Like on
Let
every
me
level.
make jokes about y'all kids like that, and y'all sit there
Nah,
and drink a
heck
martini.
nah.
Y'all not gonna be doing that shit. You're not going
Nah,
to.
but BMT, like somebody was saying, like, is it on the skin tone stuff? I'm like, even if you don't go on
That's
that
weak. That's what
level,
we talking about.
on every level,
Hey,
like you
BMT,
said, with
one Freeze is
the
asking for the
pedophile
link.
stuff.
All right,
Oh
I
yeah,
could
put
give
him
you,
up.
I could give him a link. I'll give Freeze a link. Listen, we gotta, like, listen, y'all. I want to go about my life. I like I said, there's only one time I need to address it.
Right.
Don't use that bush. Don't use those bussy ass talking points about feelings because every other group doesn't mind checking people. So that's already been debunked. If anybody can keep on saying, remember the Holocaust, remember the Titanic, remember this, remember that. So they're going off that empathetic of feelings of how they feel about something. If they can say that, remember 9/11, miss me with that bullshit. We're just not gonna play that game. Y'all gonna actually use some real logical talking points today. We're not gonna do that shit where we're gonna actually have an actual adult conversation. So, David, you're excused. You did address it, David, on your shit. If anybody else wants to talk about it and say, hey, why are you talking about it? Well, guess what?
David actually called it out.
No, he didn't call it out. Of course he didn't.
Nah, David don't call that out.
David wasn't gonna call
His friends. That's his
call
friends.
it out.
His friends, boy.
They friends. That's
Loyal.
Got me
Loyalty.
thinking.
Loyalty.
Got me thinking David may have switched up. Never mind.
Oh, man.
The Black Holocaust. Not yours, Trey.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all make friends with the weirdest people out here that I know, man. Listen. I just know I just never would have just, I don't have a problem with good mother. I don't. I think that, hey, I say, she got some good points. I would be fine y'all talking with her. But y'all love the snowman too fucking much. Like too much. And that's the thing about it. The thing about it, I thought we had an honest discussion on Teapot. You know what I'm saying, Renaissance, about this. I'm just calling it out just to say, hey, don't think that we forgot. We're just watching how y'all move.
Now, wait, BMT, for clarity, what was the most recent panel? You said D. Darrell was on this one too?
No. I think Auntie and them I already called them out. And then after that, I asked them.
Oh, I got to go now. I got to go now.
Okay.
Did you just say D. Darrell? Don't ever bring up that name around me.
Okay.
Don't bring up that name around me. Ever.
My bad. I know if he triggers you or something.
That triggers that.
Oh no, that.
Okay.
So, don't ever bring it. Don't ever say that name around me.
So one of the things.
Dickhead Darrell.
So one of the things about it is, I just asked y'all, what is y'all standard on what y'all go by? If you're calling out dysfunction, do you actually believe in the shit you're calling out? Where does the line draw? Where does the line draw? I'm too tired to read y'all chats, man. Like literally, honestly, like there's no way y'all telling me if that's y'all jokes.
Wait, but let me ask you this, David. You say you have we couldn't do your panel. Our Meldon have a heart attack because are those racist jokes one way, or do you joke just as hard on people who are white on your channel as you do on people who are black? I just want to know that. Because I have a feeling it's just
David could talk that shit, but David ain't. I would honestly want to see.
Now I'm gonna say it like this. I heard David a couple of times. He did put up some. It's like he was kind of getting over to the single mother on the white side a little bit, and he was a couple of times. I was like, oh, is he trying to be a little fair? And that didn't last that long. So. David didn't last long.
David ain't gonna cross that.
He knows who to hit up.
David ain't Batman. David ain't Batman. He ain't gonna cross that line. He know how far to take it. David knows how far he can go. He know his lane. David is not gonna cross that fucking line.
Water Sniper said something, and to me, I'm not gonna lie. Like I told y'all earlier, the N-word doesn't really have a trigger for me personally, but so I don't really necessarily get triggered just by the mentioning of it. But like you said, it's not. It was mostly the pedal stuff for me. Yeah, that was like I was done, bro. You can't apologize for that because to me, if if some other community wants to go on their own panels and their own little show or their own page, if they want to spew that language, that's their place. That's that's
Yeah,
their place.
we're very
So I
understanding.
don't necessarily, and personally, I didn't really have an issue necessarily with just them repeating that word. But when somebody's all up in there talking about this stuff, all that crap he was talking about with the pedo mess and all that crazy crap, I was like, bro, I can't, I
I
can't be
don't know. I
associated
don't
with
know no men that
that.
talk
I
like that.
can't be around that.
Yeah, man.
What man has right mind talks like that? Like, yo, you have to be down on a dark lane. You know, y'all, you understand what I'm saying? Like, listen, saying shit like that around reasonable men, that gets them ready to fuck you up. Because they're like, yo, who you talking about, bro? Like, that could get you hurt really badly. Like, y'all, I'm just saying, man, like, I've never seen the Olympics for this type of defense force. Like, shit, I kind of missed the KS defense force. Like, god damn. Like, but we're joined here by Free Zone Lou. What's going on? What's up, man?
Man, what's popping, y'all? What's popping?
What's going on?
I mean, I don't really want to. We've all had, like, I've had this conversation with you and Super Mike already. You know what I'm
About
saying?
what?
So
About this?
about this particular issue, about people saying we've had numerous discussions about, people saying whatever they here. Like, here's my thing. Like, I grew up under from a comedic standpoint, the most abrasive, offensive comedians, like your Patrice O'Neil's, your Louis C.K.'s, hell, your Dave Chappelle's and stuff. So jokes don't really, like, I don't care about jokes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can laugh at a Dave Chappelle, hell, even Kevin Hart got some jokes with he got a picture of the dude's dick on the phone. Like, he's got these types of kid jokes. I just don't get it, man. Like, if you're talking about progression and moving forward, how can you let a joke or any series of jokes? I can understand, rock with them. And I honestly have no idea where this is coming from. To me, this is out the blue. I don't know if you cover where this came from or what, but this all seems random to me of why you would bring this particular gentleman up.
So okay, so
But
you're definitely on his side, right?
I don't
feel like
I'm on the side of people can say whatever they want to say. Now, if y'all don't rock with him because of what he said, that's totally fine. But to judge a person because they don't care about jokes, I don't agree with that particular point. But if y'all don't rock with him because of his jokes, I respect that.
Okay. What's going on, Dunmone? What's going on? What's going on, man?
all right. But no, I was gonna say, when someone makes a joke about something, sometimes people use jokes to try to slide something under the radar and, not make, because they made a joke about it, oh, it's not gonna seem like a big deal. So I mean, to me, jokes do, matter.
Okay. I as long I've been growing up, I grew up dealing with we just talked with a whole artist just yesterday, me and Mike, a really highly accomplished artist. And even he understands that of the responsibility of his words. Remember, was he not saying that, Mike? He was talking about that. He's like, yo, like, stuff I say, they have.
Oh yeah, he knows what's up.
He said stuff I have said has caused things to happen. He understood that. Now, if the artist that was on our stage, that is signed, literally understands that, you gotta understand. Listen, there's a reason why they have the FCC. Why the fuck would they have the FCC on radio stations? Did y'all say that, well, it's just a joke, or you can say whatever you want? No, you can't say whatever you want on the radio station because they got the FCC that literally actually monitors what you say and how you say certain things on the radio. Like the minute you say it pings certain words. They ping
right, but here's my issue with what you're saying, BMT. You're using things like radio. You're using things like affiliate groups. You're using things like, and even though I did come in with the entertainers, the fact of the matter is that these people don't reflect what goes on in the real world. Like, and I know everybody's world is different. Like me coming up, jokes among different races was was viewed as funny. It was viewed as a bond. It was viewed as that. You know what I'm saying? And it might seem sick and twisted to you, and I get it, but it broke down the barriers of race that allowed people of different races to get along, at least from where I was from.
Wait,
And
freeze. Where, if you don't mind me asking, like, what area, like, what region of the country you grew up in?
I grew up around, bro. I was raised military, so it might be completely different. I moved around like every 3 to 6 years.
Okay, let me address this. First off, yeah, actually, but I know a lot of y'all are content creators. Yes, the internet is actually more heavily monitored about the things you say and the things that you showcase more than ever now. Like, shit, you probably got a better chance on the radio doing something than fucking YouTube. You know, if you show or say something,
except for when you insult black people.
Like, see, and the thing about now, depending on a particular group of black people, that's a different talk. Now, if you say a different group,
Black
That's
men.
right. That's right.
So
If
You can say what the fuck you want to say about black men.
No, I mean, even now, bro, like you're saying that
every other week, man, these motherfuckers email me, hey, BFT, you said this. Damn, I said that. I thought that word was cool. Nah, that word's off the list now. I'm like, now.
And you just roll with it. You just let other people dictate your speech.
Are you running a channel free zone? Are you paying these people? Are they paying you now? Like, listen,
but that's the thing though. Like if somebody once somebody pays you, they control you. Now they can tell you what you can and cannot say.
Now, do you go to work?
I just don't agree with that.
Free zone. Do you go to work, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can you just say anything you want at work?
I could, but I'd have to accept the consequences.
No.
I could. Absolutely.
Well, you have to have a pay a price.
No. Listen, what I'm saying is BMT. You can say whatever you want to say on your channel, but you have to be willing to accept the price of what you say. That's all I'm saying.
Now I'm gonna say like free zone, like you know what we're talking in reference to, like what jokes were, because like it's one thing to have like even like people you're cool with, and there may be some like a little like back and forth racial digs if y'all are cool like that. But joking about the stuff he was joking about, like I don't know anybody who be joking with friends like that.
Let's see. Go ahead.
Free zone. This is so. I want to bring this to the bigger real world too. So we're gonna say like let's say this guy Snowman, whatever his name is now, was Joe Rogan, which is the same, similar situation. Now the platform is sticking up for Joe Rogan because the platform CEO agrees with you. Okay. But what's happening is the groups of the community, some artists and other folks, they still are going to do what they can do to bring pressure to try to regulate some of that, that kind of talk. This past 2 years, we got regulated on social media.
Facts.
Because they didn't want you to say certain things. They don't want you to talk about certain subjects, entire subjects. And, so my point is, there's power in that. So, that's the only thing I just try to encourage maybe some of y'all to see. I mean, whether y'all see it or not, it is what it is. But my point is, there is power in regulating, like drawing a certain line. There's a certain line. You got to have a standard. There's jokes can be made, and some of those jokes can be racial. Like I said, my personal issue was not with the N-word part. Now, a lot of other people, they're going to get triggered and they'll cut them off. That's their standard. But my thing is, when you start when you're encouraging and making it cool, like I am not about to defend. When you're put in a position where you're defending, well, it's just a joke. Well, dude, he was talking about, the bottom of the kids and all this other, whatever he was saying. And you're like, well, it's just a joke. But he was saying it to people where it had access to thousands of people. Some of those folks might get in the idea, well, he's not responsible for that. But what I'm saying is, when you're saying that this is okay to openly discuss, then
Mhm.
there you go.
Yeah,
You're
And
lowering
there is also the thing of when you sign to a particular platform. Even let's take my job. If I were to answer it directly on his head, the reason why I could not say the things that I wanted to say was because I took that job on the stipulation that I could only talk about certain things. Like I signed for that. Like when you opted to be on YouTube, YouTube says, okay, if you're going to play in our world, you got to play by our rules. Now, in a world where you set the rules and it's your whatever, you could say whatever you want to. You know what I'm saying? So that's really where the issue lies. It's like whoever's paying you, you got to play by their rules. But to the degree that you set up whatever world that you have where you can run freely and do what you do, you can say whatever you want. And even in these cases, like Dave Chappelle has gotten a lot of slack, and it didn't work. Joe Rogan did, it didn't work. Richard Pryor did, it didn't work. Eddie Murphy did, it didn't work. Patrice O'Neal did, it didn't work. There's some that have caved in, there's some that have not. It's just, it depends on what type of situation that you're in. Like even with Whoopi, you're talking about Jews, but Jews are paying you. So yeah, you got to get up out of here because we're paying you.
Well, the thing is, she didn't. But what it
regardless of what she said, I'm not.
I understand what
you see what I'm saying? Like I'm not.
Situation. I got your point. I got your point. I want to say something about what Hood just said. David said he's not defending the jokes. Okay, nobody said it made a person evil, but the point is, when someone said, "Okay, yeah, it's a bad joke," okay, dude, why don't you just kind of go on record, apologize for that? I ain't apologizing. I'm like, come on, man, you can't do that. You can make the joke, and you can put the kids in line of the firing line, but it's hard for you to say, well, dude, no, I'm not serious about that, guys. Anybody who actually does or took me serious when I made those jokes is a freaking nutcase. No, you won't do that.
Why should he apologize, Super Mike? I mean, seriously, like if
I just told you
something, hey, it's the deal. If
I
he's
just
reading
told you.
something, hold up, Super Mike. If he's reading something
You
out
asked
of
the question,
and people getting their feels, oh well, those people in their feelings. All you're doing is reading something. That's it. Now, like Free Zone stated, over here on our side, it's a free country. You're allowed to read whatever you want, and there's consequences. And guess what? If those consequences come back on you, oh well, but the consequences from your side, BMT side, don't matter. They have nothing against his bottom line or our bottom line, so it means nothing to us. It's just like, okay, you guys rock that way, we rock the way we want to rock.
I'm glad we agreed, Trey. We actually have a actual agreement. You have your side. You have your side with that guy. We're fine with it.
And that's what this is for.
No.
That's what this is for. No. That's what this is for, because we get people on record to say, "Oh, you stand with the pedophile."
Nope,
and
I don't stand.
Wait, hold on, time out.
That's what you just said. You
hold on, Trey.
Let me, Mike. Come on, Super Mike. Don't act like a strag.
That access is
okay. So y'all
hold on, Trey.
Access. That's what you said. That's your side.
Hey, I know. Hey, BMT, you gonna have some?
All of y'all like that.
Hold on, hey, BMT, are you gonna have some order, or can I go? Because I know this kind of spurred because you came in my chat telling me who I need to have in my chat, who I need to associate with. Let me tell you something. If y'all niggas are such great people, why don't y'all get this nigga arrested if he's such a pedophile? If y'all are just these, why don't y'all report him? Why don't y'all get the evidence and then get him off the street if he's a pedophile, but he's not? So why y'all making up lies and acting like y'all the cool kids and y'all trying to police niggas? This nigga Super Mike talking about he a pedophile. You don't know if he a pedophile. If he is, do something, nigga. And if he ain't, then that's the point. That's why nigga communities. Wait, this is why nigga communities.
Look at who's the N-word now.
Hold on, Mike.
They got the smoke from us.
Mike, this is why nigga.
This is right.
Hey, Mike, this is why nigga communities.
Go ahead, hit me some more, brother.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Nobody called you a nigga.
I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying. I'm saying y'all be trying to police panels. You have the most grotesque, evil humans on your shit, and you trying to tell somebody, and you trying to tell somebody he can't have a dude who tells some bad jokes. If he a pedophile, why don't y'all niggas do something? Why don't y'all
Bro,
niggas
look
be
at the
about it back?
smoke.
Why don't y'all
Look
be
at
about
the
no?
smoke. He want me to do something.
Mike,
We gotta fight, huh?
Super Mike, he came to my chat. I spurred this thing, bro. That's what I'm the reason this whole he came in my chat and I told him, bro, you're not gonna tell me who I can have on my panel, who I can. You told me don't associate with. I said, bro, he's not a pedophile, bro. I got the chat. It was on my page. We were playing chess.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
We were playing chess. BMT came in my chat and he was like, hey, don't mess with Angry Snowman. He a pedophile. I said, bro, he not a pedophile. I said he might have told some bad jokes that were tasteless, but as men, we cannot put that pedophile word on each other because nobody gives a damn about men in this world. And then you said, oh, what about the stuff you said about black people? And I'm losing in chess. Why are you saying this to me? So I kind of popped off on you. And then you do this stream. You know what I'm saying? You send me the link. So I'm like, what is going on? So that's why I came in because I obviously spurred this. So I'm like, if he's such a bad dude, why y'all having panel discussions? Why don't y'all go to Ohio, wherever he's at, go down to their local sheriff department. If y'all just prove it, I mean, just do it. Stop talking about it and do something about it. Don't panel police like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got some jurisdiction in telling people who not to associate with. Why don't y'all just do something about it? That's what I don't understand.
Okay, are you? Just let me know when you're done, and now I'll respond back. Okay, are you finished? But I'm giving you that courtesy first. Are you done? Now we had a conversation about this before, did we not, Trey? We had a conversation about this on Teapot, right? Trey, you there? Now saying your mic.
Yeah, I'm here, bro. I'm just.
Okay, so we had a conversation about this, correct? And so we had a conversation that we did not agree with what was said. I'm not telling y'all who y'all need to talk to. That's never been my case. Y'all can fuck with whoever y'all want to fuck with. We already agreed upon this on Teapot. Renaissance heard it. I heard it. I even sent out the email. So when somebody says, what are you going to do about it? My first initial thing, before I even had your email, I put it out there to all the content creators and say, hey, man, mute up, guys, if you got something in the background. I allowed all of y'all to know what was said, but I go to some of the channels, what is said behind closed doors about y'all. Now, when I did that, that was me being a courtesy and say, hey, man, this is what they say about y'all. Just like when you talked about the NFL, and I said, man, what are you going to do about it? He said, nah, man, we can talk about it. Now, I agree. Hold on. This guy got a lot of shit going on. So, I agree. This is the internet. It's a free range. Me telling you men and treating y'all as such men and letting you know, hey, I don't agree with this. If you want to rock with this, which we talked about it as men on that panel. I remember TVA and Trey got into it about this. We had the conversation. So when that happened, we said, hey, we do not agree with this type of talking points. Nothing about that. Fair enough. Now, if people say that they still want to rock with him, that's on your choice. That's your choice. You're a free man to do that. My agency does not rock with that. I don't rock with men talking about shooting pregnant women. I don't rock with men talking about fucking kids, whether you read it or not. The fuck, I wouldn't even read that type of shit. There's just some stuff. That's like me saying, well, let me talk about stomping or kicking black babies in the face. What kind of joke is that? I get y'all saying, well, that's a funny joke. That's not how I joke. So when people start talking or moving
like,
that type of,
like, what's funny about it? I don't get words upon.
I didn't get it. Now, granted, when they were making no jokes, now hang on, Trey. When they were making no jokes, if it wasn't so much of a problem, why did a lot of their affiliates started disconnecting from them and cutting them? Mind you, those guys believe in hardcore that freedom. And they said, y'all got to get the fuck out of here. You're not about to fuck up our movements or our coalitions with that shit. They were trying to clean house, and they cleaned his ass out. Now, what y'all choose to do from here on, that's y'all choice. I got no problem with that because y'all are grown men. I said I don't. This is not towards Lou. This is just me taking a stand. But there's other things I'm talking about. Hey, man, y'all gonna have to start choosing how y'all want to move as men. Lou, I still respect you. Trey, I still let you up and I still talk with you. I respect y'all as men. I don't get down like that. I'm just stating my stance. I'm not. Did you see? Did I at any time, Mike, say fuck Citizen Lou or fuck Trey? That at any time did I curse at any of these men? Never did that.
I can't remember it.
I never cursed.
He said he can't remember.
I don't remember it. That's how I answer because I don't remember it.
Free zone. Let me ask you, free zone. Have I attacked any men or cursed at any men while I was doing this whole stream? Or called my name?
I was in and out, but I didn't hear anything.
So I never attacked. I get what you're saying, Citizen Lou. I said I did a stream earlier last night. I think early in March, I said I'm getting tired of defending black men. Like I did a stream like that. Now, what we choose to do from here on as black men, whatever the standard is, if Trey said, "Hey, we don't censor people on my panel," Trey, that is your panel. You have that right, brother.
All right, okay, hold on. So, all right, so when you talking about cussing, like whatever, whatever. But what I'm saying is, you said, tell me why black men who dislike dysfunction protect, accept men that make sex jokes of kids. Bro, you're whatever, man. You're being disingenuous.
That's not. Is that how that disingenuous?
Bro,
you can't
because the way you started this, you made this panel because of what happened yesterday. Everybody here, there's no idea what spurred this. I do. I know the truth. You can act like you don't know. I mean, whatever, bro. I really don't care. I mean, when I go, it really doesn't matter to me. I mean, no, for real. I'm in my feelings. I'm in my.
Yeah,
you said I'm in my feelings.
You even said that.
I was getting back from work. Whatever, dude. You said I'm in my feelings. Okay, I'm in my feelings. Whatever. I mean, you just acting like.
I was too.
What you said? When I came in, Super Mike talking about some. Oh, we just see who stand with pedophiles. Dude, y'all got to stop that. As men, y'all got to stop that.
Bro,
that dude
is
not a pedophile.
How do you know that?
Yeah, that's the part I did. I fundamentally disagree that with somebody who tells pedophile jokes.
You calling
is a
him
pedophile.
a pedophile with no evidence.
No, we can't say either way. I'm saying you're defending the joke, and it was a pedophilic joke. That's a fact. The joke is that. Okay.
The joke is the proof.
Wait,
I'm talking about the joke.
Who do you know that jokes like that? Like that's the thing.
The joke
I know a lot of people.
We're talking about.
I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. I know a lot of people who do that.
No, but wait, y'all emphatically saying that he is not something, as if y'all know. I'm saying I have proof that he said the joke, and that's what I'm.
Hold on, Super Mike. Tasha K.
So if I make a joke,
got sued. Hold on, Citizen Luke. Tasha K. just got sued by Cardi B for what, $3 million?
Tell him to sue me then, because I'll prove that he said the joke.
Bro,
I have the recording.
You don't have proof that he did it,
bro.
Why?
I talking about the joke, and y'all know. I know y'all not dumb enough.
Super Mike.
I know you're not dumb enough to pretend like I'm talking about the joke.
I'm confused.
That's all I'm talking about.
How these very same people go so hard on black.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
No, it's Renaissance. Who's that? Renaissance man. It's about men.
Hello.
It's about men. It's about men.
Excuse me. Hello.
Man,
you don't have proof that he did anything.
Dude. I know, dude. Hey, Renaissance man.
Are you serious?
Was that what?
No, this isn't Renaissance man. This is Stefan.
Nah, I know it's
Stefan.
Are you serious? You don't have proof that he did anything? Who said that?
Do you not see this?
Who said that?
Grizzly Bear? Do you not see this Memphis Grizzly Bear icon talking? I said you don't have proof that he said it.
Memphis Grizzly Bear.
I'll say it again.
Okay.
You do not have
white
proof. I mean,
and white people, including white men, didn't have proof that Bill Cosby did anything, but Bill Cosby was crucified.
Oh my God!
The hell it isn't.
Bill Cosby, bro.
Hey, that is true, man. You got a point there.
That is true right there, y'all. The white folks. If white people do it, then you know you.
But Lou, how do you? Like I said,
no.
Hey, y'all, we different. That's why Trey said it.
You talking about you
do that over there?
Okay,
they do that over there on their side.
You want to talk about free speech and whatnot? Why doesn't BMT have free speech to criticize this white man for what he said?
Criticize or lying
about pedophiles?
Criticize or slandering? What's the difference? Is there a difference, Stefan, between criticizing and slandering?
Wait, how are you slandering?
Yeah,
I'm saying he's a pedophile.
That was criticizing.
Stupid.
That was not slandering.
How are you niggas?
We have the recordings of the joke.
if you want to have sex with kids, you're a pedophile.
Nigga,
How does that correlate
if
to
you
a
want to
joke,
have sex,
though?
if you want to have sex with somebody, if you want to have, if you want to have sex with an adolescent, with an adolescent,
man,
pre. No, you're an idiot. Why the fuck do you love white people that goddamn much?
Hey, I'm
Why
not
the
mad
fuck
at
do you
you.
love
They
white people that
defending that.
goddamn
They
much?
I love white people. No, you love
Why are you on here on white?
No,
Hey, let me ask
you
a question. Let me ask a question. Let me ask a
No,
question.
I
Hey,
need.
real
Why
quick,
are
real
you a
quick.
white apologist?
No.
Do you know any
Let
black
me ask a question.
apologists?
Let me ask a question real quick. Real quick. Let me ask a question.
bro,
If we hold on real quick.
Are you a white apologist?
Stephen,
Are you a
real
white
quick.
apologist?
You said
Real
enough,
quick.
dumb nigga. You said enough, dumb nigga. Go ahead,
Real
chill.
quick. If we all started joking about
I
white
ain't your
people
nigga.
here, hold on. If we all started joking about white people here, about how they smell like dogs, they want to be friends with animals, they and all this other stuff, and we actually started going in on white people here, would that automatically mean that we dislike or hate white people, or are we just making fun of them?
I don't really like doing those type of panels, but I get what you're
I
saying.
don't do that even on my channel for white people. I don't know.
That's just stupid, man.
That's bad taste too.
That's just stupid.
I don't do that.
No, but my question would be:
I'm supposedly a
Hey,
supposedly
Free
a
Zone.
member of a hate group.
Free Zone.
Stop using logic.
Wouldn't that open us up to accusations that
He's using logic, but I'm just saying that.
Fuck intellectualism.
And if y'all wanted to do that, I'm with it. Like anybody could be made fun of, bro. Anybody.
But
That's
Lou,
it.
Lou, if we did that, wouldn't that open us up to criticism of, hey, these people don't like white people? Wouldn't that be a pretty based on what they heard?
This and Negroes.
Can we make jokes about
disingenuous Negroes? Y'all
start
horrible,
making
man.
jokes
Y'all ought
about
to be
aborting
ashamed.
black kids?
Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves, bro.
Hey, can we come up here? Hey, hold up real quick, Luke. Can we come up here, y'all? Now, can we start making jokes about aborting black kids? Can we talk about,
Trey, I don't play like that. Don't do that stupid shit, bro.
Okay, so what? So, but here's the deal. So why do y'all guys support a known baby killer, man?
Who you talking about?
Okay,
he's talking about black women, man. That's what he's talking about, bro.
Besides black women, yeah, y'all have the biggest.
Man, we got a land plane.
This is good. This is good, guys. Let them talk because it's showing we different. That's
Mike, you ain't gonna do nothing. I mean, you just gonna talk on panels all day.
No, this is. I don't have to do nothing.
You ain't the Negro
doing what I
authority.
want you
You're
to
not
do.
gonna give out infractions on black people. Don't nobody
to
care. You ain't got no power. Don't nobody care what you got to say.
Bruh, listen. You're listen.
Trey, could you finish your statement? Could you finish your statement on why you say what you said?
Okay, BMT, you have all these lefty women always on your panel. They're not conservative, even though you call them that. These women, you have on your panels, bro.
No, but who's a lefty?
Abortion. Bro, these women support abortion, bro. They support abortion on demand. You even have dudes on that are cool with abortion, bro. You know, you have them on. And you support these guys, and you choose based on skin color alone to support mass murderers over, somebody telling a joke. Like I said, that's your prerogative. Now, if we turn around and go over there, and you're not gonna catch us saying, "Man, BMT's a baby killer. BMT wants to kill black children,"
But
he rocks with black women.
Because he hasn't.
Because he rocks with black women. Because he rocks with black women. We don't do that because guess what? You're entitled.
So they rock with black. What do you don't rock with black women?
Let him finish. This is good. This is the logic.
But that's the correlation right here.
You're a black man that doesn't rock with black women.
It is what it is, guys. That's the correlation. But I know there's a little intelligence gap going on here. There's an intellectual gap going on here because of the religion of black. It is what it is. When you subscribe to the religion of black, your mind is clouded and you're unable to see past the religion of black. That's why this stuff doesn't make sense to y'all. It's all good though.
What religion are you subscribed to right now?
You self-hating motherfucker.
There he go, y'all. There he go. Look at him.
I am so sorry. No bad, man.
We hate ourselves.
I'm so sorry.
Like I need to do something.
Trey, your mama black.
You a self-hating piece of shit.
Your brain is fried.
Trey, your mama black.
Your brain is fried.
Bro, your Negro YouTubian, that shit don't affect us. We hate us. That don't mean nothing. You niggas are lying on another man talking about he a pedophile because he made some jokes. You niggas are the most despicable motherfuckers on this YouTube shit. You ought to be ashamed.
Well, I was gonna say I see what Citizen Lou saying because he's saying that we can't convict somebody based off a joke. They saying I understand that.
Because okay, hold on. Wait,
Hey,
we got a
well,
brother.
I understand you. I understand on that.
We
On
got a
that
brother
part
with
right
hold
there.
on. Let me talk to the brother with common sense. Hold on, Noon Cannon. I would never put that on
They
you
see
as
an
a man.
opening.
Hold on, I'm just talking to him because y'all ain't gonna be disingenuous and lie. So this brother actually is legit. No, all I'm saying, bro, you can't put that on another man if you ain't got no proof. Was the joke weird and white dad weirdo fucking joke? Of course, the shit was weird. That's what it is what it is. But he is not a pedophile, and you can't just be going from panel to panel. Policing chats, policing panels. Y'all got angry man over here. Shit, you better go. We gonna tell the other panels about you. We gonna separate ourselves from you. We can't do that.
I ain't
Man.
here
That's
to.
weird. Well, that's
Right, I ain't
slander.
here to.
That's slander. That's libel. Slanders when you say it out loud. Libels when you write it. We cannot
I
do
didn't hear
that
that.
as
Lou is
American
just
citizens.
babbling.
I don't listen to Angry Man.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
babbling.
Yeah, neither do
I thought I was
so.
talking
He meant the angry
Super Mike. I'm talking to
snowman.
Noon.
Citizen
I
Lou was
didn't.
babbling like
talking to
crazy.
you.
I
Ain't
didn't hear
nobody
the
talking to you,
joke
Super
or
Mike.
how
This ain't
to.
even this discussion.
But
I brought up the
still, he
discussion,
is
Super
still
Mike.
babbling.
Ain't nobody at
This
your
man
ain't
is
nobody at
still
your weak
babbling.
ass
He is
channel.
really in his
Ain't nobody
feelings.
here to talk to you.
Look how much
Ain't nobody
energy
here.
he
Ain't nobody here
got.
for you, Super Otis. Ain't nobody here
Listen
for
to
you,
him.
nigga.
Listen to him.
I'm talking to Noon
Super
Cannon.
Otis.
Ain't
Super
nobody talking
Otis.
to you with your lame ass. Ain't nobody rocking
This
with you.
man
I'm
is
tired of you.
tripping.
I'm tired of you. Ain't nobody talking to you. I'm talking to Noon
But
Cannon.
let
This
me
ain't your
ask y'all.
channel.
Look,
Wait, Lou. So,
I'm
Sister
not
Lou,
even
is there
talking to
anything
Lou.
that's out of bounds? Like, hey, if we gonna defend this, is there anything that just, hey, we shouldn't be joking about this? This out of
Yeah,
bounds? Like,
abortion.
hey, bro.
Abortion.
Another
Abortion.
another good question, brother. Thank you, Renaissance mate. It's white. You know, that's a white. They do weird ass shit. White people weird, but he ain't a pedophile. That's all I'm
I
saying.
wasn't for when Cynthia.
Oh wait.
Okay.
Your
How
mic
you
kind of
know
low,
that?
We
BMT.
can't. We can't. Okay, wait a minute. If your
BMT, we can
argument,
hardly hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, BMT.
Okay. All right. So let me just ask this. And Lou, you bring up a valid point. Okay, don't just call people this. All right. I don't show all the messages or things that go on behind closed doors. Okay. Actually, I was told by certain people there's no point. Now the thing about it is, I assume that you didn't know. Okay. Now, if you already did know, which you said you did know, did you see me keep going on trying to convince you? I said no. I said okay, cool. Now I did talk about it, but actually there've been other people. I talked about it with David.
And you sent out I was on the
No,
email.
you
BMT.
did keep talking about it, BMT. You said watch out for Angry Snowman. He's a child molester. And I said what I just said. I said as men we can't put that on each other.
So if I
and then
said
you said,
that,
what about the stuff he said about black? I said it was tasteless. And you said, what about the stuff he said about black? You did keep egging it on while I was playing chess. You were keep egging it on. Yes, you were.
So just say that you losing to Andre, right? So you losing to Andre, and the thing about it was simple. If I'm watching, mind you, y'all forget. I don't think some people understand how YouTube works. Your video, if I'm not on your live where you respond back to, because your streaming is ahead of what they're actually in the chat seeing. So it's not like we're actually having a real response like we're on a panel. It's the chat.
That's irrelevant. It doesn't have to be in real time. You responded to what I said.
Okay, so if I respond, right? You didn't see me in there like some people do in the chat and just go on and on and on and on. It only lasts.
No, you made a video. You made a stream about it the next day, right now. So you are egging it on. Why are you being so disingenuous? This stream is literally about what happened yesterday. Why act like it's not?
No. Actually, hold on. Actually, hold on. Actually, it's not about just you. It's actually I've seen him on SKC. I've seen him in David, Trey. It's not just you. So no.
Are you jealous? Are you jealous, bro? Is that
Nah,
see how you child? Damn, bro.
Trey. Now, Trey. To be fair, now hold on, Trey. To be fair, that wouldn't mean you have lied to me and Teapot, but you said you were going to fuck with him.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
I was the first one to talk to Snowman after this, and I was like,
no,
bro, just chill out for a minute. No, I said, listen, exactly what I said. I said, just chill out when the smoke clears.
Now, Trey, don't lie, man. Don't lie.
Run the tape.
Nah, Trey did. Trey even kicked him out the little group chat or whatever. He did. That's a fact.
But you said it on Teapot's channel, but we said, hey, are you going to be affiliating with this man?
I said we can't rock with Snowman right now until everything comes out. And after I talked to him, I was like, all right, bro, it ain't no big deal. You was just telling jokes. Cool. That's it.
Okay. So but now
I did the same thing.
Now, so
wow, that sounds like habeas corpus. Wow, good job, Trey.
Now, so if it is that, and I just told y'all right here, if you choose that you want to affiliate with them, that's your choice. That's your choice. I'm glad we're having this conversation so that way we know who you choose to affiliate with and what I choose and what people else that we choose not to affiliate with. I'm not stopping y'all. I mean, that's your choice. You didn't see me stop y'all from coming up on the panel or say, nah, block y'all. I don't do none of that bitch shit. I'm like, nah, if that's what you say you want to do, respectfully, I respect you as a man. You want to say you want to come, but it's not just about you. I'm saying if people want to say they calling out dysfunction, but they don't have a problem with this, it kind of wins at any talking point that you're saying. But I see that as dysfunction. I call out a lot of things. I was talking about men who were shooting out there in the street. I didn't agree with that shit. I was talking about women who were doing some shit I didn't agree with. I call out a lot of things. Just like I call out this shit. If y'all say this don't bother y'all, fine. Go that way. I'm not stopping you. You're still cool. I don't got a problem with you, sister. I respect your shit. Trey, you still in my battle. You know what I'm saying? Free zone, we still talk. I'm saying y'all choose what y'all want and who y'all want to entertain. I don't fuck with that. I just said that as a man to another man. I ain't gonna tell you what you can't do. Like I said, you think I was fine with anybody just like that Hispanic bitch I was talking about black men? We said shit about that. Like, hold up, bitch. You ain't gonna get off with that shit. Same thing about the I don't have a problem with Good Mother. I think she's pretty cool. I said, okay, cool. That's your point. I get it.
I mean, everybody's gonna say what they're gonna say, but just like we can't stop you from talking y'all stuff. Y'all can't stop us from talking about what we talk. And we see somebody that loves to make pedo jokes and make it cool to look at young children like that, and you guys enjoy, hanging around that type of entity. You guys enjoy that type of conversation. This is what you guys have openly said. You're openly defended a pedo joke
Negro YouTubian logic
does it right over the internet and just continue to make those type of jokes.
Negro YouTubian
and this is what y'all love. Y'all love to do it. Y'all enjoy it. You got all this smoke for other black people who stand up to a standard of decency, right? You got the smoke for black people who stand up for a standard of decency, but you love the pale Pookie. You love the pale. That's
where is the white male version of this guy?
We love the pale Pookie.
Where is the white male version of this guy defending black people to white folks?
Hey, Stefan, man, come on, bro. You just said you had a harder time.
That's what I need to know.
In an all-black
school. But keep going. Because these people are right now. This man is Trey ain't even black.
Oh, so now you throwing up shit in my face.
Yeah, bro.
Trey ain't even black.
I'm repeating what you said.
What did he say, Trey?
You had it worse off because your mom put you in an all-black school, and you would have been better off if you would have been in a mixed school. You said it yourself, bro. About what, an hour ago up here.
You know something? Something? I did make a distinction between black and black dysfunctional people. I did do that. It was not the type of black school that was an empowering black school.
Bro,
it was a school to prison pipeline school.
Do y'all not understand?
We didn't establish that. My question is now where is the white male version?
Go ahead, Steven.
Where is the white male version of this guy that defends black people?
I'll tell you, there's a that black.
Where's the white male version of this guy?
I'll give you the link. Remember BMT? We were that black dude who they claimed him. He raped that woman who wrote that book, and she got all that money. Yeah, it was a team of white people.
No, I didn't say a black guy. I said a white guy.
A white?
No. Where is a white guy that defends?
I just told you.
Where is a white guy that defends black people to white people?
Joe Biden.
What you mean? I just
the way that you just did.
Joe Biden.
Hold on. I don't think we can count Joe Biden.
Did you just say Joe Biden?
See, that's how crazy y'all is. Man.
Hold on, Stephen. See, this ain't about
Joe Biden on y'all side.
I'm talking about men.
So now you're a Biden sexual too?
Hold on, Stephen.
You're Biden sexual too?
Hold on. Let's chill with because y'all don't want to get this nigga shit popping off of me. I'm just getting it saying, as men, we cannot slander each other with that P word. Why didn't y'all understand that?
He's the one made the
I
joke.
get
There are
that, but
no
that only
checks and-
applies
there are
to
no-
us as black men.
Oh my God, yes it does.
Exactly. Only
if-
black
oh,
men.
Citizen
Oh,
Lou,
yes, it does.
genuinely
And
think
only
that's a-
black men who don't make jokes like that.
whatever.
Do y'all not
What kind
understand
of
the
jokes
US
do y'all
legal
make?
process? Do y'all
I
understand
don't make
the
no
U.S.
joke
legal
about no
process?
bullshit in
The
little
civil.
kids.
Hold on, real quick. The
Now y'all
civil
make jokes
court
about people's
proceeding.
mamas and kids
Here's the
and
deal, but citizen, real
being
quick.
broke.
So here's the deal, Super Mike. Super Mike, hold on. Let me tell y'all something real quick. And BMT, I'm gonna be serious real quick.
I mean, I get the man code. I get the man code thing. But I get the man code thing.
No,
but that man code needs to stop with black men. No.
Hold on,
I
here's the
just
deal.
don't
Let me
see how
respond to
people
Super
think
Mike
that's a
real
good
quick,
look
yo.
to be sitting around defending someone making jokes.
Okay, look.
White men don't let us into that. White men does not let us in like that.
I'm listening.
Chill real quick, y'all. So here's the deal, Super Mike. If somebody
Let's
like,
talk.
Grandmaster Troll doxed you up here, let's just say he put all your info out there, and Snowman has some repercussions at his job or something because of something you said on YouTube, then you know what? Snowman would have all your information. He could take these clips, take it to a civil court, and say, man, this man called me a pedophile.
I ain't said nothing about him that I can't prove. I got the tape.
Mike, listen, Mike.
He said the joke.
Bro, listen, bro. This man called me a pedophile. Big difference.
No,
bro.
I said that he made pedophile jokes.
Listen, bro. This man could, if he can prove in a civil court that you caused his,
I said that he made pedophile jokes.
Super Mike.
Super Mike, you are fucking lying, bro. Stop with the bullshit. You
Just
all right, go
lying,
ahead.
man. You're just a liar.
Go ahead.
Mike.
Go
If
ahead.
he can prove in a civil court that you caused him to lose his job,
I said that he made a pedophile joke.
A tax return ever again in your life, bro. That's what would happen.
So what are you telling me to do? I'm trying to understand the mindset of
the logic,
the
bro,
fearful person.
You can't prove in a court. Y'all niggas commit all type of bullshit. Y'all be on panels telling on yourselves every day. It would be easy.
No, listen.
This is the lack of
a
intelligence
fearful
right here.
person.
Bro, the logic is very
He will not try to sue me for that because I have the tape, I have the recording.
It's not. Wait, so Mike, wait, let me ask you a question. Is it illegal to make a pedophile joke? Is it illegal to make a pedophile joke?
So why do y'all first of all stop there? You keep accusing me of saying that he is.
No,
I didn't
what
say
I'm asking,
he
hold on.
is a
It's
pedophile.
bro.
I said he made a pedophile joke.
He's not a pedophile. He's not a pedophile.
Well, I never said that. And so
yes, you did. You said we standing with
did,
pedophiles,
bro.
nigga. Stop lying. You a liar. You are a liar.
For lying.
Disingenuous Negro YouTubian.
So should I be able to sue you for claiming that I said something that I did not?
So let
You
me get
did,
this
bro.
So let me just.
You a liar, man. I can't rock with a nigga like you, bro. You are a true lying ass. You a type of
I'm
nigga. You the type of nigga that
Why would I
a
need
nigga.
somebody like you to
You
rock with me?
the
You're
worst
different.
type of nigga, Super Mike. You a lying ass nigga.
I'm not that word.
But Snowman's good
But
people.
you see what's up, y'all.
No,
You see what's
but
up?
my point is simple, bro. My point is simple.
That's a name given to you by Snowman's people.
My point is simple. Like my point is very, very simple. It has nothing to do with race. It has to do with just because somebody makes a joke about something doesn't mean that they are that. If you made a joke about beating women, if you made a joke about beating women,
it's reprehensible.
If you made a joke about if you made a joke about beating women, I'm not looking like, oh, the Super Mike beat women. No. That's my whole point, bro.
No,
I'm being hypothetical,
your
bro.
point is still mute because y'all tap dancing around the subject.
If y'all
and
you using logic.
I don't have a problem with that, but the point is, I know of the time is that this man made that joke, and I told him it's probably smart to apologize for that joke because you don't want to make it cool.
No, don't apologize.
You don't want to make it cool.
Mike, I'm sorry,
Mike.
Don't give in to behavior.
You black folks,
even his own community withdraw
your own
from him.
country, Super Mike.
Even his own community.
There's a lack of intelligence here, Super Mike. Honestly, there's an intellectual gap between us and you, Super Mike.
It's crazy.
You guys defend debauchery. That's what y'all
Mike, there's an intellectual gap, bro.
Even his own people said we don't want to be around.
Even his own people. His own people bug BMT.
I'm talking about
we got on there. They said they do not want to have any associated with them. This man. They said he's a member of their organization, and now they kicked him out of their actual organization. They didn't want to have anything to do with him.
What
This is
organization?
what you guys call
Yeah,
free speech. These are the
what
people that's out there
organization,
defending
Mike?
free speech.
A
Y'all
YouTube
not
panel
defending
organization,
anything
Trey.
but y'all
That's an
little
organization.
massa.
YouTube panels. That's
Where,
a
bro?
massa now.
Now,
A
you said
YouTube
he-
panel
No, that's
organization.
what actually
now,
happened.
No,
fair,
We
it
have
just,
the
I
recording
get it.
of it.
White people jokes, they hit different. I get it.
No,
Y'all
we
love
have
black
the
people.
recording of it.
No. Aside from the jokes, his group or his affiliated group, they did come on the panel and did denounce him and kick him out. Like,
what group?
What group? The trailer park.
What was it called?
YouTube?
It was called. I had to listen to that.
Oh, I know.
again.
I know you. He was on your
It
panel.
was-
I think I was up there with him. BMT. He,
yeah, it was called something like
I can't remember
they
his
were
name.
like
Because he was
they're
like,
some kind of they have a
freedom fighter. It
because
was some kind of
because didn't he say?
like, for real,
Yeah,
like,
BMT. Didn't he come up and say like he didn't know about it because he had been working or something like that, and then he was like, "Oh, I saw
Oh,
this." He's
that
like, "Nah,
white
we not
dude,
down
the
with
white
that."
dude, the daggone with the
There
whole
was
kidnapping
was two
plot.
of them.
He's weird.
One in the chat.
One of them was in the chat that actually had a thing.
This is why comedy and all this other look, man. Motherfuckers make y'all trying to
but hold on,
police
hold on. I get what
motherfuckers
you're
of
saying, Lou.
freedom of speech and jokes. It's just crazy.
Man, let's cancel.
And I would keep the same
Lou,
look, bro.
what does
if-
that have to do with freedom of speech? You can say whatever. You just gonna have consequences. Some people could be like, "Hey, we don't rock with you."
Right? No,
and
you're
if
right.
y'all if y'all told
Sure.
if y'all told jokes that is hold on real quick.
Let me say it. No, let me say it because he's addressed it to me.
Y'all
Let me
gonna
say
let
it
me
real quick.
Hang on. Wait. Listen.
Hold on, he addressed it to me. Let me just say this, Renaissance.
Let me
Renaissance,
say
you're
this
right,
on my panel, dude. Let me say this on my panel.
bro. Hold on. All right, man.
Come on now, Blue. I give you that on your panel. It's your panel. Let me run my panel. The thing about I'm saying, and I'm only just staying out the facts. If his coalition group emailed me and they came on my panel and said, "Listen, we apologize about that. We don't think like that. We don't talk like that. We're for children, all the other good stuff about these kind of things." Like they understand, but his group was actually working on lobbying for certain type of laws and stuff.
Lord.
So, Free Zone, you gotta understand, like when if somebody
BMT, these people really think just because we're not.
Hey, he's talking.
Mike, we don't have any power.
This ain't your panel. I told you, Mike.
Listen, if you're part of an organization or you're part of a group, right? You're part of an organization and you're part of a group, and somebody does something like I agree when Trey talks about certain stuff about people for the Second Amendment, and let's say somebody does something stupid like shoots off a gun, and they say, "Oh, see them crazy gun nuts over there." Trey's like, "Wait, no, that's that guy. That's not us. You disband that person and their affiliation from that." That's what his people did to him on my channel, real time. Like they did that shit and they started going at him. I didn't have nothing to do with it. That's what they did. They said, "We didn't know about the information. We got it now. We'll deal with it." So I'm just telling you what they did.
Here's the deal, bro. I live streamed. Well, I live streamed what took place on the west side of the Capitol. You know, on January 6th. Am I a domestic terrorist?
I don't think you are.
Okay, so that's the correlation here. He told some pedophile jokes, so now he's a pedophile, according to Super Mike's logic.
But what did they? But Trey. But what?
And that's a lie. What you said.
You said it earlier, Super Mike.
I think the point falls into the discussion of the video that the fact that he got kicked out of whatever organization he was a part of or whatever, and that somebody trying to, I guess, speak up for him or try to defend him or whatever. I think that's the point.
Thank you.
If his own people not defending him, then why should we?
Okay,
he put himself in that position. So that's what the deal is.
So the organization you guys are referring to, like I said, I talked to Trail. I was the only one to talk to Trail after this happened. He had been left that organization. Those guys are a bunch of freaking like Boogaloo Boy type, freaking moderate, freaking
so they're
almost
boys?
opposite of Antifa nuts. They're not conservative. They're not freaking 2A. They're a bunch of anarchists. That's the group that this guy was from. And Snowman told me, "Hey man, I ain't been rocking with them guys since this whole kidnapping shit went down." So it's like these guys already
y'all are full of
they
some.
already got heat on them.
Trey, stop, Trey.
Hold up real quick, BMT.
No, Trey, I get what you're saying.
Let me finish. But you got a group real quick. You got a group. Yeah, you got a group that's already got national heat on them. And then you got the leader of this group that's facing all kinds of lawsuits. You think this dude wants to add, oh man, now you got people telling pedophile jokes? You want the white liberal women to get on top of it too? You know what happens when the white liberal women and the women from the View type women jump on it? Then this whole race color shit goes out the window. It's gonna be them against men.
Okay, I get what you're saying, Trey. And that's why. Now, mind you, I did an article about this a long time ago, and they already snatched down 2 of those videos when I was saying, "Hey," and I had a talk with him. I said, "Hey, bro, you know your group tried to kidnap somebody? Wait, what?" And so there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind closed doors that don't always go on.
Yeah.
So I get it. I respect Trey for talking with a man. Lou, both of y'all still listen. I fucks with y'all heavy. Understand me? Like I'm never gonna stop fucking with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just a discussion between us as men. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree, but that's still y'all affiliated person. Y'all have the right to do that. Okay. From here on, this is not going any further. You know, like I said, I'm about to end the stream. I'm not saying that y'all are like that. I'm not saying y'all are like that. I know y'all guys from what I do know y'all on the panel. Okay. If you feel like I was coming at you, Citizen Lou, I'm attacking you. Okay. I don't. I respect you. Okay. Free Zone also, Renaissance, Trey. We don't always agree, but I do respect Trey. I do respect Trey as a man, as a father. None Cannon, me and you, we've been having all kind of conversations. Okay. Mike, Renaissance, you already know one of the guys who I built on the Black professional channel with. So y'all men can choose y'all agency of what y'all want to talk on or defend. I just am not going to defend people that make this type of thing, but that will go counter against my talking points of what I agree. Can we agree on that? Just like I agree Free Zone when he says, hey man, some freedom of speeches have to be protected. I get it, but then I also understand what some speeches can do. So it's a
and
well, let me say something. I just want to say something real quick to that. Look, it's not about freedom of speech being protected because, like Citizen Lou said, we don't have no power to stop nobody from talking, and that's not what we're trying to do. But we're making the distinction. We have the right to say that.
Yeah, but
Now,
you do have the
y'all
power to
can go
commit
ahead.
slander.
Y'all can go ahead and defend that type of speech, especially the speech that's talking about
What
pedophiles,
jokes?
action against
Jokes?
speech. It's speech. Y'all like to defend speech that's pedophilic towards kids and stuff like that. That's what y'all like to defend. Y'all
I
enjoy
defend all.
doing it. It's fun for y'all.
I defended all speech.
But
You
the
can go
thing
at
is,
me. I don't give a fuck.
nobody can stop them from doing it because it is freedom of speech. Nobody's attacking that. We don't have the power to attack that law or retract that law. So, this is what we're doing. This is all the power we have to do. We got the power to talk. We have the power to put speech against speech. That's all we're doing.
I get
you.
I'll say this
against speech.
And
That's
I'll say this too. The same applies for y'all. Like BMT,
Yeah.
if somebody said that you said something and they had an issue with what you said, I would be up here keeping the same energy in regards to what I'm saying.
No,
so it's not a race thing. I'm telling you, it's not a race thing. It's not a white apologist thing. It has to do with people being able to say whatever they want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it.
The people who felt more offended that really attacked a lot of that shit. It was women because of what he was saying about children and women, and well, not just him. It was what the jokes were being said.
Man, let me see those same women go that hard against abortion, man. Let me see them women do that.
They
and
do.
I might
No,
take
they
them
do.
seriously.
They do.
Man, them hoes ain't up here talking about abortion like that, bro.
Well,
you ain't never seen no strags.
Trey,
Man, show me a woman. Show me a woman that's
women?
going that hard. Which women, bro?
Kelly does. Maurice Delks woman.
Well,
Carolyn's not for that shit. I know a lot of women that are definitely heavily.
A lot of
against,
women that's not for abortion.
There's a lot of women that go hard.
Man, I'm talking about women that have the mic, that have the platform, that are out there every
Crimson
single
Cure.
day.
I like her. She's good.
Man, they conservative women, man. But those aren't the women we're talking about. Those are the
Crimson Cure goes hard for speaking for men.
I know that. Yeah, bro.
Okay,
You're saying Crimson
like,
Cure. But I'm talking about, bro, the women that be up on your platform, bro.
I just said Carolyn. Carolyn's
Carolyn?
was like with the prepper. Yeah, you don't know her. She's in
cool.
the prepper sector. And Carolyn, she goes hard, like literally, like she would rather if a woman said she was going to give her a baby, she said you can give the baby to me. Get a baby to me. I'll just take it. Fuck it. I'll take care of that baby. Carolyn,
Okay,
go.
and normally, bro, and normally when we have conversations with these women, we'll be like, "No, shut up, it's a joke." If you up here when they talk about this, you sit back, you get to the back of the room, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's freedom of speech, and we tell these women this, and they shut the fuck up and listen because you can't flip flop. If you're gonna be okay, call yourself conservative, two-way abortion, is wrong. Okay, don't flip flop on the freaking First and Second Amendment. Where women get a little queasy.
But then that statement, it sounds like we should give dude about the little jokes he made the same respect.
Yes,
if
men,
you're gonna
yes.
say what you
Say
said,
whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Accept the consequences.
Can I point something out though, BMT? And thanks for having me up. I know you want to end this soon. You kind of alluded to something that I think is really hovering in the background of this conversation. If no black woman had ever heard these jokes ever, would black men give a damn that much?
No, because black men are the Sully, like in Game of Thrones, where they got to protect and fight for the queen. So that's a good observation.
The army, the dickless army, right?
Yep.
So
but it wasn't black women that literally brought these things out. Like it actually it wasn't black people that brought this stuff to me.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He said
I'm making a bigger point. I'm making a bigger point.
Black people that brought it.
But beyond this particular issue with this particular guy and these particular jokes, it just seems to me that a lot of this black racial protectionism is really about protecting women's egos. Because from my experience, men don't worry about protecting men's egos that much. We're supposed to say fucked up shit to each other every so often.
Okay, now question. Now, conservative David, you've seen and know for the times that you've been with me, I've never gotten down with talking about abuse to children. Like, I've even run panels talking against that. So, this is just one of the things on my panel I just go against. Like, so I get, I'm a soldier. I've heard fucked up jokes, but I don't say that. Like, I'm never gonna say something fucked up, like make a sexual joke about your kid and say, hey man, I'm just fucking around. Like, I cannot be surprised if you knock me the fuck out. I'm like, yeah, that's that. And I agree with y'all say you should accept the consequences. I feel like, hey,
so that's so that's putting us in a collective box, BMT, because y'all keep saying he made jokes about black kids. Because here's the deal: all black kids ain't mine. All black kids aren't.
We didn't say that. See how they add stuff.
I'm going back to the argument when this first took place. And when I first came up here, when I was listening to Clouds, y'all were talking about, somebody was talking about, they made something against black kids. They wanted to do this to black kids. No, he made a joke. And then the second joke just happened to involve black kids. It did not. Here's the deal. All black kids ain't yours. If he would have said white kids, nobody would have mattered. Everybody been up here big up the snowman.
Are my community.
Yeah, if you say all white kids shoot up schools, everybody be hee and kiki and shit. So it's like, come on, man.
But
it's
Trey ain't even black. Trey is not black.
You're right. Yeah, Trey's not.
So
black.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, but he is a man. So what's the point? What was the point of that?
Let me get over information, man. We're not gonna go down that road. What's going on, information, man? What's going on, man?
What's up, brother? I'm not going to stay on long because you know how I feel about these kind of conversations. They're non-constructive. The bottom line is we make a lot of excuses for the fuckery that comes from other communities, whether it be the white community. We also make excuses for the things that we do in the black community that's not right as well. So I think we have to be accountable for the shit that we put out that creates this narrative that black people have a dysfunction. And then when there are other people that are not a part of our community who have dysfunction in their community, and they start talking about our community as if they know us that well, we should call them out. I don't know why everybody wants to defend this trailer, whatever garbage he is. Clearly he got caught with his pants down, saying some things that were inappropriate. You can talk about what black women do. I'm not concerned about talking about what black women do because I don't deal with those type of black women. Do they have their problems? Yes. Do we have to clean it up? It's whatever responsibility that you should. It's whatever responsibility that you, as a man. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to BMT and the other people that are on the panel. I'm not talking to you. So BMT, I'm not going back and forth with this avatar individual. Can I finish my point? Because I'm about to drop down. I ain't got time for insignificant people on YouTube anyway. You're insignificant. So BMT, can I finish my point, brother? Because I didn't come up here to argue back and forth with people. I just want to make my points like everybody else has made their points. So can I do that, BMT? Because I'm not listening to anything anybody is saying right now. Because I'm not up here to go back and forth with people and banter. Not my thing. Not my thing.
They got a sound. Y'all just
tell the truth.
Put
All right, BMT, can I finish my point? I did say collectively we have responsibility as a community for the things that we do that are wrong, that project a negative image of ourselves that other people will gravitate towards to stereotype us. So we have to take account of the things that we do that plays into these stereotypes. All I simply was saying that we have an individual on YouTube who got caught with his pants down. He said some things that some of us didn't like, maybe others didn't care, but there are certainly people who didn't appreciate what he said. And it does border, when I listen to that video, a lot of it does border on these supremacy type attitudes. Not to mention that Mr. Trailer is a 3%er, and I understand what a 3%er is. The racism that they project, their Proud Boy ways, okay? But at the end of the day, he was talking about black children, and we should not tolerate other people talking about our community who are not a part of our community when they have fuckery. White people have fuckery in their community, so they should worry about taking care of their community. I don't sit up here talking about what I'm going to do to help the fuckery of white people. I'm here to deal with the issues around black people, how I can make my community better through my children and through the things that I do, BMT. So therefore, everybody who had a problem with what he was saying, we were well within our right to have criticism of what this man was saying, because he said some things that were sexual, not to mention there was some sexual things that was being said, and you should not be doing that as a grown man, saying sexual things about minor children. That's sick. And I know what sickness is, BMT, because I deal with people. You're not even getting up, brother. You can't hang with my equipment. You can't hang with what I got jumping off here. So shut your ass up. And I laugh at you just like that. Again, you can't fuck with me at all, Trey. You're insignificant on YouTube. I'm significant. You're insignificant, Negro. Now, as I was saying, yeah, that's what I said, brother. You got a problem with what I said? There you go. There go the sound effects for your ass too. No, so BMT, as I was saying, BMT, when someone from another community calls us out in a negative way, and then they put sexual stuff in there as it relates to minor children, BMT, that's where the line has to be crossed, because they were getting into sexual stuff that was inappropriate. And I think that's what really triggered people, along with the fact that he was talking about black children. Now, it ain't my job to critique his community. It's not my job to check what he does with his children. That's for white folks to deal with their community and check whatever's happening in their community, because they'll be the same ones, and just like coon ass Negroes, that will tell black people that we got to do better in our community, right? So therefore, we don't need white men who come on our panels. I don't even know why we invite white people on our panels that are like that to hang out with us. And while they're hanging out with us, they got all these other views and attitudes about us. And then they're doing videos where they're talking about children and then putting sexual innuendo into it. That's sick. And any black man, any man on YouTube who thinks that that's okay, BMT, that they can make justify that, they are sick themselves. And I deal with sick men in the prison system who have an propensity for this type of stuff, and they are sick, and you cannot treat them. It cannot be treated. It is a problem. So with that said, that's all I really wanted to say. I did not come up here to argue with the insignificant peanut gallery up here, but to talk to men, black men who are sensible, have their head on right, and for the peanut gallery who doesn't like what I'm saying, and you want to talk shit, guess what? You know where you can find me. I don't give a damn about you. Because, see, on YouTube, I show my face. You know what I look like. So come get it, sucker Trey. You hide behind avatars. You use a dog, the lowest animal on the earth, as your avatar. And you want to come at me because I'm saying as a black man, we should not tolerate white men who get on YouTube talking shit like that with kids being put into it, innocent kids, and all that sort of stuff. So, Trey, you can suck a dick and anything else you want to do. Cause you can't match me, brother. You can't match anything I'm about. You can't match anything that I do. You're nothing but a troll, Trey. And most of the people that run with you and run with your channel and channels like you have nothing but troll. Negroes who get on YouTube and they troll. You talk shit about people, but you never do any goddamn thing yourself. You're a fucking troll. You just came up here on BMT's channel to cause a disruption when the brother is doing a show. He shows you his worth. He's a family man and he's examining this bullshit. We should not accept any man, black, white, or any race who is talking about children in the way that he was and then putting sexual stuff into it. Oh my God, suckers. Yeah, oh my God. Now, with that said, I'm getting ready to leave BMT because I know they'll be happy when I'm gone. I'm leaving because I can't be on panels with, let me see, you got Super Mike 2064. I respect him. I respect you. It's a couple of cats on here. Renaissance Man, I respect. But you got Trey up here who I have no respect for because all he does is go around trolling on people's panels, talking shit, talking loud, talking big and bag, but he ain't shit. And I called you out right now, brother. You know where you can find me. You know where my channel is. I show myself. I'm not like you. I don't hide behind avatars. I don't. Everybody know when I go live, you see how I get down on my goddamn channel. Now, what are you about? What are you doing? I can tell you what I do in the community. I can tell you the things I accomplish. I can tell you the young men that I've sent to college, the young men that I've mentored. I'm doing shit. I can tell you the brothers in the prison system that I've helped mentor to get out of prison. You're not doing shit. You're just one of these dudes that get on YouTube, talk a lot of shit, criticize people, got a lot to say about the black community that's negative, but ain't got shit to say positive. So therefore, it does fit you. You ain't black. You just one of these niggas that talk. You can't hang with me. You can't move with me. You can't even hang with me. You ain't even got the microphone game that I got. Your shit is garbage. I'm the man on this goddamn YouTube street. Everybody knows it. Been doing it for a long time, Trey. You can't work with me. You can't hang with me. You don't have the skills. You got a insignificant channel, and those that run with you have insignificant channels. You can't do shit about me. You can't hang with me. You ain't got the flow of the skills and the ability to flow on this goddamn microphone like me. So shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, Trey. You ain't got the ability. You don't have the equipment, the skills, the flow, the attitude, the goddamn visual effects. You ain't got nothing going for yourself. You just a nigga on YouTube who talks a lot of shit about other black people, and you're very insignificant, and you can't hang with my game. So therefore, there it is. That's the power. That's the power of the thunder. That's the power of the facts, of the power of the channel. That's the beast and the sounds that runs with the information man and the way I get down. And you can't fuck with it because I'm fucking you up right now, Trey. You ain't got the skills that I got, baby. You ain't got the ability I got. You ain't got the skills that I got. You ain't got nothing I got. You ain't got shit that I got to work on. And you ain't doing shit in the community, but just sitting up here talking on YouTube 24/7 a day. Do you see me on panels all the time anymore, ladies and gentlemen? No, I don't get on panels that much anymore because I don't have to. I don't have to because it's insignificant and the conversations lead to no constructive conversation with Negroes like you who got no plan, no action, no resolve, and no solution for the problems that you complain about all the time. But I got a solution because I'm out there in the community doing the goddamn solution, and therefore I'm not going to set up and tolerate a white man or any other fool out there who gets on their channels and talks about children and puts sex into it. There you go. Free. Yeah, there you go. There you go. But guess what? You are bullshit. Take your ass back. Stay in Texas where you are. Stay with Texas. Texas is a backwards ass state any goddamn way. Fix your freezing problem. Fix your goddamn water pipes. Fix your utilities that froze your ass over like freezy ice. Now, as I move on to the baddest brother on YouTube who puts it down, and that's BMT Thank you for allowing me to have my tirade against the insignificant troll, black troll you got up here. He may not even be black. Your insignificant trolls, not all these brothers on here, but certainly Trey is nothing but a YouTube, black YouTube troll. That's all you are. There you go with your kennel dog. Yeah, dog, a dog, man's best friend is a dog. When the white man domesticated the dog in the caves, there you go, Trey, with your dog and your greasy ass hands. I see your greasy ass hands. Go get a goddamn pedicure. Take that stinky ass dog and shove it up your goddamn ass, Trey. That's right, I said that. And your nasty ass beard. Go shave and trim your nasty ass beard. There you go. Now, check this out, BMT. I'm getting off your panel. Brother, we got to do a show together because I got to get you away from trolls like this. These trolls, there we go. Show your ugly ass face. Show your goddamn, show that ugly ass face. Show your goddamn bell pepper nose looking ass with a bell pepper with a goddamn beard. I'm roasting you. I got it for you, Trey. Come on, Trey. Come for me, Trey. You can't fuck with me. Come on, Trey. Where you at, Trey? Take the goddamn avatar off, Trey. Come on, Trey. Trey, come out and play with me. Bell pepper nose with a beard looking motherfucker. I ain't the one, Trey. You've been running around these YouTube streets trying to terrorize people when you get on panels. That's all you do. You talk loud. You talk bad. I can talk loud and bad too, Trey. Huh? Motherfucker? He ain't got shit to say, because that's what he do. He get on panels, ladies and gentlemen. He starts talking loud. He think he got the loud baritone voice. Some of us got baritone voices too, motherfucker. You ain't the only goddamn one who got a loud speaker.
Your mic is just louder than everybody else's, bro.
I don't care, brother. Hey, Free Zone. I say peace to you. I got nothing against you, Free Zone. Free Low, I got nothing against you. This ain't about you, brother. I got nothing against you. I'm getting on Trey because Trey tried to get on me. Now, didn't I say, I'm going to end my diatribe in a minute. Didn't I say when I got up here, gentlemen, that the black community has to be accountable for the fuckery that we do that contributes to stereotypes that other groups of people will say about us? Didn't I say that, gentlemen? So I wasn't blaming it all on one group. I was saying that we have to take accountable for the shit that we do that adds to the fuckery. Didn't I say that, BMT?
Info man, how can you acknowledge the fuckery that we create and then get sensitive when they laugh at it? Like, if we know we're creating this shit, you can't be all crying about it because people laugh at the shit you know you're doing wrong.
Well, Hood, this is what I'm going to say to you, brother, because I respect you. You're fair, man. I agree with you. We can't, that's why I said what I said the first time. We can't all of a sudden get upset about other people talking about us if we're also contributing to it. But where I cross the line, my brother, would you agree or disagree with me respectfully that if you have any individual on YouTube, including myself, that begins to talk about children, and then you bring, I don't want to get BMT's channel flag, you start bringing in these, you know what I'm saying, the inappropriate stuff with kids. Don't you think that's where you got to kind of cross the line a little? You got to say, no, okay, that's it.
Okay, can I address that very directly with something that literally happened on my channel?
Okay, sir.
So I did a show not too long ago about abortion, right? And particularly, it wasn't just abortion. It was a particular story that came out that said, basically, a lot of these medical institutions are essentially targeting black women, particularly targeting women of color. And it was something from a particular region like Pittsburgh University. So the black women around that region, they were targeting them for abortion in the sense of like applying, like advertising abortion services to these women, trying to boost their numbers up. And part of the reason for that, you find out as I got through the stream, you get to the point where you find out that research companies wanted the black fetal tissue.
Yes.
And now, at a certain point in my chat, because we laugh and joke, it's a serious subject matter, and I don't want to be too, deadpan about it. So we're having a little bit of fun with the subject matter, because it is like, as much as black people talk about they hunting us, well, we finally got an example of being hunted here, and it's the black women's abortions. And I asked the chat, like, what do you think they're doing with these dead babies? Now, we already know about this adrenochrome thing, all this Hollywood conspiracy theory stuff. So after I asked the question about what are they doing with the fetal tissue, people in my chat just started saying, yeah, they're eating the babies. They start giving out recipes for what they're doing with the baby parts. Do you think that makes my chat now somehow support the mistreatment of babies?
No, let me just say this to you with all due respect to you. I understand completely the concern or the heightened alert about the fact that black women are having abortions at an all-time high. And we already know what they're doing. They're taking the tissue of the unborn child, and there's countries around the world that are doing organ harvesting, things of this nature. So the tissue is being used for other people, other life and benefit. And I think that we do need to take, I don't criticize any black man or any content creator who is bringing that issue up, because it is a real issue.
Joke about
but I don't think that we should joke about it though, but I think we should at least recognize that this is happening, it's having an impact, and we need to understand why it's happening and how could it possibly be stopped. And I don't think you're going to change the minds of older people, but maybe it has to start with, if you have a family, you have children, how can you stop this situation through your children and through the young? Because some people that are older are going to be caught in their ways and continue doing what they're doing no matter what you say to them. I think it's a problem. It needs to be brought up. It needs to be addressed. But then the bigger question, Hood's conservative, why do you believe, not you believe, why do any brother on this panel, why is it that black women appear to be the ones that are aborting their children more than anyone? Now, we know on YouTube, we've got black women that are into this divestment nonsense, right? So that's actually getting in the ears of young ladies that are listening to this divestment nonsense. But outside of that, what are the other social, political, and economic issues do you believe are irresponsible of the women who do this? What do you think is the reason why this is happening to us more than other women in the country? Because certainly white women do get abortions in other groups, but maybe not at the same level that black women are. That's a problem.
There is a targeted
David, let me
effort.
get that one, David. David, let me get that one. Here's the deal with the whole us thing. If those women are selectively getting abortions, so what? You don't want them as part of your community or whatever it is to begin with. Right there, you're culling the herd. And that way, generations from now, the curse can be removed if those women are gone.
Okay. Well, Trey, all due respect to you, I agree that women that behave in that manner are not the women that I would covet or you would covet, to marry or any of that sort of things, right? However, we do need to look at what causes some of our women in our communities, whether we're a part of those communities or not. There's got to be other factors along with just them deciding they don't give a damn about having a baby. There's got to be other variables that's causing this to happen, because it's a serious problem. Because when you look at the black population in this country, immigrants are coming in, and the black community, the people that were born here, that kind of lineage, our numbers are starting to shrink down as a result of not having enough, having children. Of course, we don't want to bring children into the world irresponsibly, right? Because then now you just cause more poverty in the community because nobody's there that can raise them and have the money. But Trey, would you agree or disagree with me that there are other factors, right? Now, it doesn't mean that you are responsible for women that are doing this, because oftentimes, let's be honest, brothers, they make black men responsible usually for everything that goes wrong when women are doing something that's reckless, right? They usually point to where are the black men at, right? Or these same women will turn around and say, where's my protection from you black men, right? They'll throw us in the bag like that. But you understand where I'm coming from.
Trying to throw the blame.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we do get blamed for a lot of shit, right?
Once you
Well,
remove
what that
yourself
is,
from that oh, my bad, David. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say what that is, and you see it really coming from black feminists, and this is why I say it's the sword and the shield strategy. Black women will use racism as a sword and a shield, so they get to do things that detriment the black community. And if the negative effects of their behaviors are actually discussed, they'll now hide behind racism and say, no, 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 the white man is doing these things, and we got to attack it from that angle.
Mm-hmm. And so, so your position, or let me see, the point you're making is that not everything that's happening, and I understand this, brother, not everything that's happening to us as a people, can we point the finger to it being just racism all the time? There's other factors besides just racism. And I'm a fair enough brother to be able to recognize that not everything that's happening to black people is only because of racism. Racism is a factor, but there are other things that we are doing that are poor choices. And I've been living long enough on this earth to see some of the poor bullshit that we do.
Let's take a step further. Let's take it further, Info Man. I'm sorry, somebody else was trying to get in. Good.
Yeah, I wanted to say, you have some African American people that choose to stay ignorant after they learn the truth. You got people like that
because they don't care.
Right, and they don't care. That's right.
And I also wanted to say that I remember seeing a video on social media about a group of men going on strike about the situation about black women going in Chinese hair stores and stuff like that. And there were a lot of videos of women getting beat by clerks behind the cash register and stuff like that.
Right. Well, what happened a couple of years back, and I was very disappointed in this video. You all brothers probably remember this. Remember, there was a group of black men who defended black women who were mistreated in that same store. They went out in protest. And then what did black women do? Black women went right back to that store.
Yep.
When that store reopened and start patronizing. And the black men were like, sisters, what are you doing? We sat up here and defended y'all. And you had one black girl walk up to one of the guys and start cussing in his face.
Cussing him out. Yeah,
right. But check this out, though. Remember, those type of women, though, brother, those type of women are not the women that you marry, that you engage, that you spend time with. You stay away from those type of women.
But if you don't disavow, my bad.
What did you say, sir?
This is why a lot of black men marry outside their waist because of women like this.
Well,
you mean that video time with Muhammad? That's what you talk about?
Yeah, let's examine that, y'all, because we've got that one video, that brother defending them sisters who got attacked. Now, we could go on World Star, Media Outtake, or whatever, and we could find 100 times that many people of black women attacking Asian store clerks, freaking Mason Asian store clerks in hair shops while holding their babies. But we just look past that because the media gets us all hyped up on that one incident where a freaking Korean, rooftop Korean said, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna defend my store.
Right, but the bottom line is I've always had this problem. When I grew up, most of the hair care product stores were owned by black people, and somehow, and I gotta blame us, even though the government did assist the Koreans because of the whole hair situation. They got control of the beauty industry in terms of the products, and black people got moved out. But I got to say that we should have never allowed ourselves to get squeezed out of that. And quite honestly, black women, they could actually give their money to black people that sell these products. There's black people who sell them online. We don't have to go to these stores and patronize these type of stores. Matter of fact, they can be in our communities. We can drive them out of business by just not patronizing them. But some people just won't do that. And I shake my head, but I say, you know what? Let me move forward because you can't change everybody's mind.
I know.
Don't say some people. Talk about the women.
You can't change ignorance.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I know as far as the black market or black businesses, for some reason, people have this mindset where if one thing go wrong at a black business, they'll be like, oh man, all black business, function that way. I noticed that too.
Part of our problem, and I'm not saying you all are part of this problem, but why is it that if a black man has a business and we walk into their business, we're expecting them to give us a deal. We're expecting them to hook us up. We don't go into other race of people's businesses expecting some type of hookup, but we do it to each other because we underestimate each other, undervalue, and marginalize each other. If we and it's kind of it's a self-hate. I'm not saying you brothers on this panel, but there are certainly black folks that walk around with this self-hate and jealousy of other black people in business.
Well, I think it's a mindset that's been, spreading,
Right, but we marginalize each other, and that's the shame.
When we be, black people used to live in, ghetto-like environments. So usually when we see a black person, we expecting to get a deal.
Right, and then we criticize. This is another thing I've always been bothered by. This is in general. I'm not saying everybody, but it appears like sometimes we will criticize black men who grow up, go to school and get an education, ain't trying to be no rapper and all this other shit, just going to school to get an education, and they want to get out of that environment and have a better life out of that environment. And when you do that, you're seen as a sellout. You're seen as not being down. You're not keeping it real because you wanted to get out of that environment. And the fact of the matter is, as you get older as a man, you should not have the same surroundings and attitude that you had when you were young. So we do that to each other, but then we will celebrate the guy who grew up, who was in a gang, did crime, went to jail, and then he got out of jail and cleaned his life up and become a success. And we'll celebrate those type of black men, but yet we don't celebrate the young black male who grew up and then get himself in trouble. Why is that?
I've actually witnessed that. Oh, I heard somebody talking. That's why I'm talking.
Like Monster Cody and Kookie Williams, all of the gang members are celebrated.
But when I got out of college, didn't nobody celebrate anything like that. But then, when I started living by myself in my own apartment and everything, and I remember I saw a guy who had just got out of jail a few months ago. He had a party. It was girls there. They were celebrating him getting out of jail, but somebody go to college or something, they don't get them the same treatment.
Right.
And then the other thing too, when I would distance myself from, people who are affiliated with gangs or whatever like that, or people, who smoke weed and things like that, it kind of come off to other people as if I'm trying to be better than them, or you know what I mean.
But you know what? If you really think about it, brothers, we should discriminate for the best. Why would you want your child to grow up and not try to be the best, right?
This is why that Clarence who's supposed to rap 100 about that gang member stuff. I forgot his name. He's supposed to rap 100 about that gang stuff. I forgot his name.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with Clarence. I forgot. He's supposed to rap 100 about that gang stuff and stuff like that. And
yes, sir.
Rap 100 was beating over the bush about what certain games when you talk about. He talked about the games never did this, the game never did that, and that other guy was talking rap 100 about the games for bullies and stuff like that. He was 100% on point. The other stuff, I don't agree with what he said, but some I do. And he said he don't care about 500 the rapper getting killed or gang members should not be celebrated. He was right on that, and other black people got mad.
Right, but I've done some reports on these rappers getting killed. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that a lot of black people will run to the conspiracy theories that the system was out to get them. No, just like the situation with Nipsey Hussle. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nipsey Hussle got killed. Tupac. They didn't get killed because there was a government conspiracy against them. They got killed over Negro shit. They got killed over street shit. If you know anything about the gang structure in L.A. and why that guy did what he did, that guy right. But what I'm saying to you, brother, that the problem that Nipsey had with the individual that killed him, it was already a known fact that there was problems. There was ripples in the gang faction down there, and there were those that were hating on Nipsey Hussle. However, I got to be fair. There was an article that came out in I think it's the Los Angeles Times, that said that the LAPD had a special program where they were watching Nipsey Hussle and harassing him during the time that he was building businesses in that particular area. So when people hear that, then they automatically gravitate and say, well, see, this is why he was taken out of here. But if you look at most of these rappers, they're getting killed over street nonsense. Tupac got killed over some nonsense, man, over chains and being shit like that, jewelry being pulled off of people's chests. Nonsense, street shit.
It shouldn't be a conspiracy because they talk about it in their songs. So I mean, why are we, trying to come up with all these government conspiracies and all that?
Right. And at the end of the day, if the government wants to neutralize your ass, they ain't gotta send they can neutralize you so many ways. They could freeze your assets. They could do whatever they're gonna do to you. But I'm just saying, all these rappers, man, the problem is this. Y'all have heard this before. They're trying to live, they got 1 foot in the Hollywood life, and then they want to have 1 foot in the streets. You can't serve two guys. You gotta make a decision. Either you're gonna be Hollywood or you're gonna be street. And the problem is the two don't mix, and they want to be both, and then they end up getting caught up in the street shit and shot.
Exactly.
You want to hear some funny shit? Kodak Black just got shot at fucking Justin Bieber's party.
I saw that video for it.
Why? Why, Hood? Why?
Because
What bullshit was going on?
What do you mean why? He Kodak
No.
Black.
What I'm
He's
saying,
supposed to get shot at Justin Bieber's party.
but what I'm saying is, what type of shit was going on at the party that made that possible? That's what I'm trying to say, Hood.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of.
According to David, a bunch of black people were there.
What's going on, Renaissance man?
You're 50% right, and it's not a bunch of black people, a bunch of niggas. That's the thing. Listen, when you have a bunch of nigga shit going on, don't be surprised when one of the niggas gets shot. It's not a party till a real nigga gets shot.
But what is? I mean, man, is getting shot as a rapper, that just comes along with the territory now,
right?
right?
Rappers out here getting shot left and right. They're dying off left and right, and it's sad.
Yo, rappers out here dying more than cops, bro. Rappers getting shot more than the police right now. A black cop is a safer job than a black rapper.
This is why they banning drill music. The concert just got canceled in LA.
Right. It isn't. Right. Is it the tone of the music and the beefing that these guys do on wax, and then they take it off of wax into the streets? Because I think Young Duff said that before he died in an interview. He said that what's happening with the rap game is that the streets are coming into the rap game and it's getting convoluted into the rap game, and it's just another form of the streets.
Yeah, the streets ain't for nobody. The streets don't love nobody.
What's going on, BMT?
Man.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. Maybe you shouldn't allow your son to be a rapper.
it says here that at 2:45 a.m. Kodak, Gunna, and Lil Baby were standing on the street smiling and talking. A fight broke out. Kodak took a swing at somebody, and then you heard gunshots. A total of 10 shots fired with 3 people hit. Yeah, there's a lot wrong with just that statement. I mean, starting at 2:45 a.m. Yeah,
nothing goes right, free zone. Nothing goes right, free zone at 2 o'clock in the morning with liquor and drugs and girls. Nothing goes right.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah, bro. And once the club breaks out, it's just a bunch of folks just standing around, either waiting for some shit to go down or trying to wait for a ride, get their group together. But ultimately, it's just a bunch of people just standing around, just waiting for stuff.
Yeah, and
that's usually how it happens.
So you
Ice-T
telling me
put up
that
a tweet warning everybody, warning all these rappers, like, hey, you coming to LA, stuff is real over here in LA.
Yeah,
And if I'm a rapper, man, as soon as that party's over, in the Uber in my hotel chilling.
Was Joe Rogan? What's up, BMT? What real quick question? Was Joe Rogan talking about niggas or black people when he made his statement on that podcast?
Talking about
Was
you,
he talking
bro.
about niggas or black people?
what statement in particular?
You're gonna play dumb. You're gonna play dumb. You're gonna play. If you play stupid with me, I'm just gonna ignore you. If you play stupid with me, I'm going to fucking ignore you. Don't do it.
Clip of Joe
I'm not
Rogan
here to play. I don't have
N-bomb.
time. I got shit to do today. Okay, so you're done.
Which particular
So
N-bomb
I'm
are you
asking other
talking
people
about?
on the panel. When
You use a
Joe
lot
Rogan
of
made his
N-bombs.
statement, was he talking about niggas or was he talking about black people? Because from my understanding, when I listened to the audio, he said that these were black people that were cordial and nice to him, but he referred to them as apes. So I understand. Listen, shut the fuck up. I'm done with you. I understand that we need to start making the distinction as black people. We need to start making the distinction. But can we also acknowledge that when other groups say nigga,
can Joe Rogan make the distinction?
They're not making a distinction. It's time for us to acknowledge this fact.
Is Kodak Black
the question is, if you disagree with what I just said, then when Joe Rogan referred to those black people as Planet of the Apes, was he talking about niggas or black people?
Was Kodak Black a nigga or a Haitian when he got shot?
After that incident, you said he later on said that everybody was nice and cool to him. So was he now calling them niggas, or was he just making a joke?
He wasn't making
sensitive ass bitch.
Anybody else?
Ass nigga.
Anybody else? Because I thought you didn't hear it.
David,
I thought you didn't hear it. I thought you didn't hear it. See, this is why I'm ignoring you because you want to play games.
No, you just
go ahead. Information. Go ahead.
You literally just said
let
that,
me
bro.
just say this, Village.
You want him to be joking like that.
Let me just.
I don't care. Listen, it's not what I want, bro. You can't handle it. That's
Can you let the man speak, please?
It doesn't matter what I want.
I have shit to do. Can you let the man speak?
You just can't handle it.
You don't have shit to do, or else you wouldn't be up here, man. Go do whatever shit you got to do then.
Hey, BMT, I'm gonna get ready to drop off. I'll say this to you, Village Arsenal. Go over to my channel. I did a video about the Joe Rogan situation. What I did on my video that was very much different is that I went a little bit deeper into the videos. I have actual more footage other than just the one collage video of what he was saying and all these different videos put together. But I also have a video on there where he start talking about people's IQs and that certain minority groups. And so I have a compilation of videos, and that particular video about the Planet of the Apes, I have that footage on there. And what I do is you go by people's actions and what they say out of their mouth. And when Joe Rogan said what he said in that context, it didn't come off to me personally as he was joking. It came off to me personally more as he was saying it as if it was a matter of fact, which is why when he made that statement about you're not black unless you're in the deepest part of Africa where they don't wear clothes and they have the melanin and what have you. I have videos on there where it seems like he's got this hard on, this obsession when it comes to the continent of Africa. And then he seems to be very comfortable with saying things about, like the other video. I have a video on there where he made that statement where he had a guy on a show who was, I guess, biracial. And he made the statement about, okay, what does your mom and father make up? Well, mom's white, father's black, standard issue. And oh, that's great. So you got the body of a black man and the mind of a white man. And then he said this. He said, he said, I'm not saying that black people don't have a brain, but it's a different brain. Now, stop right there. Why would you say, let me just finish. Let's finish. Why would you say, this is my thought, Village.
David.
Why would you say that the black man's brain or black people's brain, why would our brain have to be different when you did not say that the white man's brain is different? So it makes you feel, and then when you look at, let me finish because I got context here. Then when you look at the individuals that Joe Rogan has had on his show, what they espouse, you have to look at all that in context and come to a conclusion and say, in my opinion, that the man has some problems, right? Then when I looked at Ari Spears, who I have an audio on my video from Ari Spears, who's a comedian who knows Joe Rogan, been around him, and D.L. Hughley, who also exposed some things about him, he made some very poignant points. So on my video, I give you a comprehensive breakdown so that you can eat that, digest that, and come to your conclusion. But in my thought process, he has a issue, and I've never been a fan of Joe Rogan anyway because he does this sort of sneak shit, right? And then what he does is that he turns around and say, hey, this is what a lot of white people do now when they get caught in their shit. I'm sorry, I'm just joking. And then after I did that video, just this following past week, Joe Rogan is now trying to blame the political system for the attack on him as it relates to even the race stuff. And check this out. This is what really bothers me. This is what's really interesting, ladies and gentlemen. most of the professional artists outside of India Irie, like Neil Young, and Neil Young's really connected. If you guys do a background on that guy, he is really connected. There's other old school artists like him that are saying, take my shit off of there. All the artists didn't have a problem with his N-word background, but they had a problem with the misinformation around this monster, right? But nobody has come out outside of India Irie and said, hey, I got a problem with him saying the N-word. Now, I'll be balanced here. Dave Chappelle uses the N-word in his routine. Nobody had a problem with it. Nobody calls Dave Chappelle out for using the N-word, whether the black community or even white folks or the LGBT. But then when he called out the LGBTQ community, then they ragged on him. What it says to me, Village Arsenal, is that in America, it's okay to use the N-word and to talk about black people like a dog, and then you can just say, hey, I'm sorry, and you don't get any penalty for it because look, watch this.
Yeah, that's free speech according to these guys.
Yes, sir. Whoopi Goldberg. If you look at the way black people talk about black people on social media, I can't blame these other groups. I'm sorry. I can't blame these other groups. Village Arsenal, Whoopi Goldberg, I'm just showing you some contrast here. Whoopi Goldberg says some things about the Holocaust, and she's Jewish, changed her name the whole 9 yards and said that it was man's humanity against man. She got raked over the coals, and then what happened? They suspended her from the show. What happened to Joe Rogan is that he simply apologized to Spotify internally, but he was never suspended. So what it shows you is that certain groups can say what they want to say without any fear of losing their platform. And other people like us, if I get on there and say the things that Joe Rogan said about Jewish people, I would be deplatformed from everything. Okay. Now, and nobody talks about Jewish people. As conservatives. I'm not a conservative, brother. I'm an independent kind of dude. Is it time for us to blame fairness? Are we saying, is this not fair? Or are we going to say, as black conservatives, we're going to acknowledge the fact that we are a powerless, divided, mocked, goofy, politically inept, fucked up community right now? Nobody respects us because we don't have power. This is the reason why we are treated the way that we're fucking treated as black people. And until this, listen, I'm not going to blame other groups for how they view black people. We don't deserve respect as a fucking race. I'm saying that. And I want everybody to fucking hear it. We don't deserve any fucking respect because we allow people to fucking treat us like fucking doormats. You said something about Africans. Do you see how Africans allow themselves to be treated? Do you see what the fuck Africans allow over there in Africa? Would you have any respect for Africans? Ask yourself, the bottom line is you got pictures of Chinese men going into villages, groping little girls.
We're American, bro. Who cares?
And they're
on
the internet for all to see. This is what these monkeys allow. And I'm saying, the bottom line is this. The bottom line is this. Deserve respect? Listen, brother. Listen. The bottom line is this. If you are a society that has no power, economic power, no social power, you control no industries, you control nothing, then people can talk about you and get away with it because you don't have the means or the ability to punish them. Jewish people, you cannot talk about Jewish people because Jewish people control banks, they control entertainment, they control industry, and they can punish. This is the difference between Jewish people and black people. Black people, when something happens to us and we don't like it, we get out in the streets and we protest and we make signs and we create ruckus, right? But check this out. But hear my point out. Jewish people don't need to go on the streets. When the last time you saw a whole bunch of Jewish people protest on the street? They don't have to. You know what Jewish people do? They pick up a phone, they call someone that's in power because they're in power too, and they say, you know that guy Village Arsenal, I don't like him. He's on YouTube talking a lot of shit about our people, so I want him off. Don't worry. I know Susan, who's the executive at YouTube. We'll get rid of Village Arsenal right now. Guess what? Jewish people don't have to scream with no signs. They don't have to march. They don't have to come up with little goofy ass slogans like Jewish Lives Matter because all they got to do is pick up a phone and get rid of your ass. That's power, brother. Take care, everybody. Take care.
Nothing done.
That's the clap to it. Take care.
And get nothing done, bro.
Take care, brother. So that's my point. Good talking to you, Trey. Sorry for the outrage earlier, brother, but you know how it is. We go at each other on these YouTube streets sometimes. Peace to you. Have a great day. Have a great day, Hood. What Village? I just answered your question in a nutshell. We don't have power, and that's how it operates. Take care of Free Zone and
I agree with
BMT.
you. So
Peace.
as black conservatives, thank you, brother. As black conservatives, I'm gonna jump off as well, but as black conservatives, I think it's time for us to stop trying to deny the existence of racism. That's bullshit. I just posted on my community tab, firefighters, white firefighters on the radio in Pennsylvania were recorded talking about other black male firefighters in another precinct, calling them lazy niggers. Okay, so I mean, it's again. So I mean, you know, you got certain black people that want to tell black people, well, if you talk a certain way and if you if you just behave like this, then these other groups and whites won't treat you a certain way. Well, I keep giving examples, and we keep seeing examples of black people that are not out here in the streets doing anything to people. You got blue collar, hardworking firefighters being called lazy niggers. You got black people that were treating Joe Rogan cordially, nicely. They weren't hood niggas. He said it himself in the audio. He calls them apes. So it's time to stop denying the existence of racism. What we need to do as black conservatives is start talking to black people about how to make ourselves less vulnerable. That's what we need to talk about. Stop this goofy ass talk telling black people that the world loves you and the world doesn't see color and all that bullshit. That's a fucking lie, bro.
Cry harder.
The world sees your race. The world sees you as black. It's up to us. It's up to us to change what they see and what they think when they see us. Okay? That's the message we need to start preaching as black conservatives. You goofy niggas telling black people color doesn't matter. Look, black people are waking up to that bullshit. That's a lie. It's a fucking lie.
That's only
black people, how do we make ourselves less vulnerable? Period. That's the question. I'm on. Come on. Oh, what's up, BNT? Appreciate you letting me up, man.
Ken got flamed by Tommy. Now you change up your style, bro. You can try.
Look, dude. Listen.
Bro. You got flamed.
Listen, bro.
Now you trying to change up your style.
This kills me. How do you have all these niggas that are more angry about the interview going left than I am, bro? I dropped the money. It went left. It is what it. I've moved on. It happens. It happens. You got niggas like me. You niggas still can't sleep.
You need to feel some type
I'm
of way
coming with
about
more
that
heat,
shit.
baby. It's not over. It's not. Go to
If I
Act
was
Nation
you, I would
tomorrow.
hate myself.
Act Nation on Tuesday, I believe, 9:30 p.m. Act Nation. He's another one of these, super coons, Jesse Lee Peterson types. But he's willing to let me on the show and talk to me. I'll check him out on Tuesday. Appreciate you, BMT. I'm
you're about to get embarrassed again.
Okay, we'll see.
Here's the deal. This is my problem. You got Octane.
Yeah, guys, I gotta go, guys. But I gotta go. No. But I do thank y'all for coming through. I didn't notice. I didn't stop y'all as men. I let y'all hash it out. Y'all fought in the backyard and y'all came out okay. I didn't attack. Wouldn't do nothing. I just say they're men. I let men be men, and that's the only thing I can expect. We're not gonna always agree. Thank you, Stray Dog. Stray has been with me for a long time, and you know what I'm saying. Shout out to None Cannon, Trey, Free Zone Lou, Citizen Lou.
Salute, bro. Salute.
David, all of y'all men in the chat. Shout out to Information Man, TVA, all y'all. I respect all the men. I give y'all that respect. I didn't try to censor y'all. I'll let y'all speak. Shout out to my brother Mike. All y'all don't have to agree as men. We don't have to agree. But y'all have y'all set standards. We have set standards. Some of them might intertwine and meet. Some of them will not meet. It's all good. I'll see y'all guys later. Peace. I'm out.